Welcome to Lawful Stupid RPG and Greyhawk Classic Adventures. And our new logo.
Ooh, fancy.
Where we left off last time, the party decided to go searching after the orphans in the ash fields, which led them deep, deep underground into that buried city that nobody really thinks exists and that's supposed to be shut off because nobody goes down there, and they may have discovered why, as they have been chased by wraiths and fade spiders and shadows and all sorts of things. But after some expert fireworks by Hamorna in celebration of Founders Day for Narwell, they've managed to escape. So far, they don't know what will be following them in probably about 2d4 rounds at this point. But they have entered into the Red Galleries. It's an ancient ceremonial hall, long military avenues constructed from these iron-rich crimson stone, towering arches, several broken statues. Age is showing in this place, collapsed galleries, a few rusted war machines, faded carvings on the walls that have been worn down by water, which still drips from the ceiling in places. This place appears to have been highly ceremonial, but then filled in with military at some point, set up like it was fighting off some kind of a siege. Though large portions are collapsed, many hallways lead nowhere. Portions remain remarkably intact. And as you go down a staircase, you enter into a singular room that is populated with old, broken balustrae and a few statues scattered around the room. You hear the dripping of water. It's been kind of a constant since you've entered the galleries, somewhere off in the distance. You enter the room from the north, which I will ping where you guys are at. This seemed to be kind of a central hall. There are exits to the east, west, and south. The southern one appears to be severely damaged, not able to pass through. But to the left and right, again, there's damage here, but they may be passable. How would you like to proceed?
Sorry, just confirming these are like broken down ballista.
Yes. Broken down as in dry rotted and falling apart.
Oh, perfect. Love it.
What's the lighting like in this room?
Who has the light? Who was carrying it last?
I can see just fine. Tell me about the room.
Had the ball of light previously.
Also, has
Is
the time
Gil still lit
elapsed on
up?
my helmet? I don't believe so.
Yeah, that's should Ulfgar West, should I turn that off, pointing to Gil's helmet?
No.
I'll spend a moment detecting evil, using my detect evil spell to realize that this room is evil, just like the rest of them.
That gives you 60 feet, I believe, in diameter, and
60 feet. And I will say, I'm going to, before I do that, I am pushing ahead of everyone, and I will stand here.
Okay. You do not detect anything within a 60-foot radius of where you're at.
Gil, do not ring that bell.
So 60 is almost the entire room, so that's not too bad.
Correct. That is correct.
Almost. Everything's against the wall, like, nobody move! Nobody move! No.
Sorry, what did you say, Gil?
But do I sense anything behind us through that door or no?
From where you're standing at, you do not sense anything.
Oh, good. Maybe the spiders. Maybe they see they're not evil. They're just hungry.
It's the same thing.
Need a
No,
little
it's
snack.
different. It's very different. It's very different. Somebody's
I
shooting
will
you.
say,
Don't-
you have, where we left off last time, you had run out of that room after bursting the webs into flame and ran down some hallways, and you have ultimately ended at this room.
Didn't you say there
So
was
you
2
are
hallways,
ahead.
or was I mishearing that?
When
Yes,
you come into
there's-
this space, that's where the 2 hallways, you're going to have the one to the left and the right from where
Thank
you're
you. That's what I was missing.
Yep,
Okay.
that's why I'm clarifying and clearing up, because from the exit of last time. So remember, you've got all those awakened wraiths and shadows and who knows what else behind you. You had some time because of Hamorna's action. You don't know whether they're going to pursue you or not. So just as a reminder, you have entered this room. You might want to figure out what you want to do from what's in front of you and behind you.
Would my blessed
Alright.
watchfulness help kind of, would I get kind of a spidey sense on, because I can't be surprised.
If there was something within area, I would let you know.
Okay.
I'll turn around and be like, so looking to the left and the right. We have light, you said, so we can see. Is there, I assume there's no light coming from either hallway?
There is no natural light in here.
All right. I'll just turn around and I'm still invisible, by the way. I will get off of Goat, so I'll move Goat's token out because now I actually have to represent the son of a bitch. And I'll get off and I'll just be like, Raven, and you want to go down, either go your left or your right, whatever one makes you feel best, and just kind of look ahead for us there. Yeah. Don't want to dawdle too much.
Well,
Yeah.
let me clarify on the as you've moved into the room, you get a little bit better vision. So Raven, and so that you know what you're seeing in here. Okay.
Mhm.
To the
So-
east is a pair of monumental marble doors standing nearly 20 feet tall. These, you can look at them and just see the style they were made in. These things were magnificent in their day, but that day was centuries ago. And now both doors kind of lean awkwardly in their frames, one of them kind of overlapping the other, almost like what's holding it in place.
I will.
I
other
assume,
door-
I guess, did I see this or is this only visible by him?
You sent him to look.
No, but I walked in,
So
you
I'm
said what the
describing
doors
it
look
now.
like, and I was
Yeah.
like, this would have given me some
There-
intention
there-
to
there
go in
is
one way
li-
or another.
There is light, so your dark vision is not going to work as well based on the lighting that's in the room. I am describing because you said Raven and approached to look at these things. She sent him over there.
Okay.
You can't see this whole room just because I haven't fog of warded,
No, I have
You can
I have
only
the
see
same
so
dark
much
vision
of
as
it.
him. That's why I was asking, because I have the same dark vision
which
as him.
is inhibited by natural light. And the natural light is not extending vividly that far everywhere.
Okay.
Again, I will continue my description. Cool. All right. Beneath one of the doors is a mound of fractured stone and shattered masonry. The other partially opened. It's kind of wedged by the debris. If you kind of move around so you can get a bit of a look through it, there's not really a space where you could easily pass through at your size. Definitely Ulfgar's not going to make it through this doorway. But you can hear the faint sound of water dripping. And I'm going to say you're far enough from the light that if you're into this, your dark vision is going to give you a little bit of a view. You see what appears to be lots of bookshelves with books on them.
Mm. So
That's the best you can make out from where you're at.
so obviously I'm at the door. Is there a place to gently sort of leverage myself up so I can actually look through properly? Like, you
I-
know,
I
if
think
the
what you're
door's
gonna
on,
find is-
yeah, if the door's hanging.
Yeah, it's kind of twisted a little bit, and then there's all that debris. I mean, if you wanted to try and kind of make your way through it, you could.
Yeah.
I think you're kind of having to stoop a little bit and kind of get a place you can put your head in there just far enough to really good look. With a little bit of digging, I think you could probably make your way in there.
As
Sorry, one
they're
second.
doing
Have someone
this,
else.
I'd like to go to the first ballista with like
Okay.
Gil, like try and use the light from Gil's helmet. See if I find any, on the off chance I find any bolts, like ballista bolts, still serviceable.
You
No.
find several of the bolt heads, sharp and dull. You know, there are some that are meant for bludgeoning, some that are meant for stabbing, but the wood on all of these is just ruined.
I'll collect any good one, any that seem good that I can.
Okay. The best you'll find are probably some that are quite rusted. And realize these are not, you know, your small crossbows. These are ballistas, so they're going to be
Yeah,
fairly
that-
good size.
That's
Cool.
why as Ulfgar I'm asking. I feel like I could maybe make use of them just because I can
Okay.
use.
I will
big-ass
say
weapons.
that you find one blunt end one that's made of stone and steel or iron, whatever metal it is, and one sharpened one that has kind of like jagged edges on it. It's meant to go in and lock in. Okay.
Cool.
All right. Tirig, you've asked Raven to go look through this area. He's trying to get a look at that. Ulfgar's looking at the ballista. Anything else you're doing or any other things you want to talk to the team about before I proceed?
You're muted.
Okay, so he is going to the door on the right. I'm assuming the door on the left is closed or unable
If you
to
want
be
approach
broken
over
through.
there, if you want to approach over there and take a look, I think that would be a cool thing. To
No, I'll
do.
send him Orna.
There may
So-
be danger. I'm going to send someone.
Okay.
No, I'll turn around. I'll be like, hey Morna, I don't know where you are, but because you're invisible, I assume. Recalling still.
Yeah,
but
I
could you
was
go-
sitting on Ulfgar's shoulder, but I was invisible.
Okay, I'm gonna say,
So-
could you go
so
check out
Ulfgar-
that door to the? Okay, go ahead. Never mind.
No, I'm just going to move Ulfgar down here by the ballista
Oh,
because that would be show us where Homorna was if you don't mind. Okay, sorry about that. Terry.
Yeah.
Go for it.
I'll say, yeah, Morna, could you fly right on over there to that left door? Just see if it's cracked open. Anything's quickly gonna creepy crawly out and try to bite us in our backsides. I'm gonna situate myself, and I'm literally going to I'm nicely gonna put my hand on Chariot and like kind of move her down the steps a little, and I'll stand towards the door that we came through, shield ready. I think I may have put myself behind her token. I hope I can still grab it. I can. All right, fantastic. I'll move next to her. And say, I'm just going to stand right on
I
here.
assume Goat's with you.
Goat would be slightly off to the side there. Yeah, he would stand always slightly behind and off to the side.
I definitely need to recolor your guys' tokens so they stand out on these white maps.
No, it works
Sorry
perfectly.
about
Works
that.
perfectly. And then
I like
I'll
yellow
watch this.
text on white backgrounds.
And then I'll just tell the others.
Oh, that's the
if-
worst.
And I'll say, if you all to be so kind as just stay close to me, stay behind me, so that way things hopefully don't hit you as much. I say, I got this, and I'll tap on my shield, be like, so we can stop things, or at least hopefully stop most things that are going to go scratchity scritchity.
Whoa, that's a pretty good idea. Well, I bet if the captain had one of
Yeah.
those, he wouldn't have gotten crunched up like he did.
I want to be pink, not pea
Well,
yellow.
Well, as you put it, the boss has got a big old weapon there. He could swing that. He's a little tall. I don't know if you noticed, but he's got some height in his family tree, and so he could just swing right on over my head and pretty much cold cock anything that just comes and runs in our direction.
Wolfgar's
Called
family
what?
tree must be. Oh boy.
I'm
Well-
I was actually the runt of the family.
Well,
Okay.
You know.
So I'm over by the door. What do I see, boss?
I feel like it's
Boss,
getting
who's the
worse.
boss?
She's talking to you. She ain't talking to me.
Yeah, the colors are probably worse, but I'm trying to listen and do this. Leave me alone.
Yeah, I was looking at the map too, and I was like, is somebody just trying to punk Tam? Because it's
Well-
not better. And meanwhile, it's Tam. Like,
I drank a lot of water, and so
Well, nobody-
Hamorna, as you approach over to this area, the walls on this side have scars, unlike you've seen anywhere else in this area that you've come in so far. There are deep gouges that score the stone from floor to ceiling. There are massive chunks of masonry that have been torn away and are laying on the floor here. You see several statues of armored warriors that have been just shattered, laying across the floor. There's a couple that remain whole. There are some that are what you would call normal size. Many of them are quite tall. All of them are very, very detailed.
Well, I don't think
And
these statues were actually statues. I think they're more like the spider from the other room. Yeah, we need to be careful. What about the actual door?
Again, there was a nice door here, but this one has been shattered, and it's like something broke it and pushed it inward, not towards the room you're in, but into the hallway beyond. There are
Okay.
just pieces that, like a bad jigsaw puzzle.
Okay. I'm gonna peek my head through the door and see what's on the other side.
Okay. From where you're standing, you see that the corridor on the other side widens out into this series of small little side chambers. No doors, just kind of like little grottos, littered with broken stone. And you kind of glance a little bit as you're looking, and then in one of the nearest grottos, one of the rocks, you realize it's looking back at you because it's a face. By it lies a stone hand gripping a sword. That's all you can see from where you're at the moment.
I don't know if we want to go this way. It looks like whatever happened in here went this way. And if I'm right, I don't think all of these, and I'm pointing at them even if they can't see me, I don't think all these statues of peoples were originally statues. I think they've all been petrified. And whatever did this is maybe possibly down this way if it's still alive. I don't know how long this has been.
all right, well then why don't, speaking a little bit lower, I'm like, why don't you come back away from that wall if you can? Just and I'm now going to position myself kind of here in the middle of the room, and I'll just be telling everybody, why don't you all go back behind me a little closer to in Ravenon's direction, but give them room to move up, give them room to kind of scout it out. I mean, if he let him go ahead and do his poking around and kind of discovering the area and the doodads, and then we'll stay here and make sure that nothing comes chompity from either one of these hallways, though I am a little bit more concerned about the one directly in front of us.
Can I have a look for any tracks?
Tracks? Did you say as in CKS tracks?
TRACK.
I'm not sure if I heard traps or tracks.
Tracks.
Okay, thank you. Just making
Ulfgar
sure.
has
I'm an old
well-defined
man, my hearing
trapezoids.
isn't as good as it used to be.
Or trapezius muscles.
All right.
We're gonna do 10 spots.
Now,
Trapezoids.
I'm going to say you're looking where are you looking for these tracks?
On the
Just around the doorway that you're at?
Well, obviously, there's a creature going around that's petrifying things, or there was in the past. But obviously, if the spiders are still alive, then this creature could also be as well. So I'm looking on the floor for any tracks.
Right. I'm asking which vicinity of the room. Are you trying to scope the whole room or just kind of the area you're
Just
in?
going to walk around the whole room, like slowly, just check in.
Okay. To do the entire room is going to take you easily 20 minutes. It's a fairly large room, and that's just kind of walking around doing the scope there. So that'll be 20 minutes of time. You guys have already been probably in this room looking around doing what you've been doing for about 10 minutes. That's just a reminder of the things that may be behind you. All right. Give me, we need to check your observations.
I've done tracking skill
rolls here. Okay. Nope, I see it. Thank you.
Yeah.
I didn't have the rolling stuff up. All right. Starting from the eastern door where you were looking, and you're just kind of, one thing, obviously, any dust or stuff there, your footprints is as lightly as you walk, probably disturbed a little bit. You do see multiple small tracks. I'm going to say small as in about the size of a large dog footprint. Splayed out 4 toes with claws, and you see several of those around, going all over every direction.
Have I got any idea what
You
they are?
also
Like rats
see-
or?
I think from the description I gave you, I don't know if you could do any better than that. Do you have anything that would aid in your recognition?
No.
You also, I will say, I know you know deer tracks, especially fawn tracks, because you've been around one recently. There are some tracks that went up to the door you're at and then turned and went the other way down the hallway.
Through
And
the other one, okay.
through the hallway that Homorna is
Yeah.
looking at.
Yeah.
And you will also see amongst, because you're very observant, amongst the many tracks on the floor, some of those went the same direction. But from the way they're laid out, it's hard for you to tell whether the creature went first or the fawn, but they both went the same direction.
Well, the fawn went through that door there. And nothing's going in and out of this door that I'm looking at. Yeah.
Nothing that you can tell. Sorry, I thought you were talking to them, saying that was your
No.
reckoning. It was in Raven's voice.
Yeah. I will, still intrigued by the potential library and lost tomes that are in here, not caring at all about the fawn. Secretly. Knowing what's
I
in
don't
it.
give a fawn.
Yeah, no fawn. I'm gonna try and sort of like see if I can, I don't know, like position the door in a way that I could get through without it crashing down.
So you're looking for a way to widen the hole.
Yeah, so I can. Yeah, so
little
we
bit
could get through if we
without
need to.
making any damage.
I'm trying to think of like,
Okay.
if anything, if nothing's coming in and out of this room, it might be a safe hole for us. Potentially.
Okay. All right. I think that you do not have any particular construction skills from what I recall.
No.
So this is kind of going to be, but you do have some roguish skills, some things along those lines. So I think that would just give me an intelligence score. Let's kind of see how you reason this out.
So I had to change my intelligence. I fail.
All right. You're looking at this and you decide, oh, this one's good. And you grab this rock and start to move it. And as soon as you do, the door shifts and a whole bunch of rubble falls down, making quite a noise.
I look
Which
round to the
Ulfgar definitely
group.
is going to get your attention.
Sorry. I don't think anything's come in and out of this room. It could be used as a safe haven to rest if we need to.
Well, that could be good.
Cherry. Well, I was kind of looking around in this hole here, and I got to thinking. The boss is as big as he is. Why are there ballista in here?
It looks like they were like really old, so they've been here for a long time.
Right, but why did they put him here? What do you think
Well-
was happening? Well, it'd take a
Well-
big fella, or lots of fellas, to move these.
True. Maybe because of the spiders?
Maybe.
Gil, give me a wisdom. Give me a wisdom check.
That was the sound of my thinking.
The steam
Thinking
engine had to
hard.
let off a little pressure.
Perfect.
Yeah,
That's a perfect
sorry.
roll for Gil.
Never mind, Gil. Continue on.
Yeah, it is.
That's
It
terrifying.
seems to me they're awful big, and well, where were they pointed? That's a good question.
Well,
Because I've always got to point it somewhere.
well, if you're saying it loud enough, Terry will say, "Well, this one here is pointed at the corner." If the graphic can be trusted.
No,
The graphic can be trusted.
Oh,
I'm
Well,
gonna go
this
look
one
at
here
the
is pointed.
ballista.
This one here is pointed at the corner, and looking back, because from here I should be able to see the other one. I'll be like, and that one there looks like it might be pointed towards that door that Revenant was looking in there.
So,
I don't want to go in that door, boss.
guys, something that you need to know. One, look at that wall. And I'm sorry, you guys can't see me right now. Look at the wall that Tirig asked me to look at. It's got scratches from top to bottom. Whatever it was huge. And any damage in here is probably caused by whatever happened here. If my assumptions are correct, every single statue, I'm making all of these gestures, even though nobody can say that. Every one of these statues was likely a person, and so whatever came in here was big, had claws, and could petrify people.
I'm not seeing any
Oh.
claws
More
that
than
are big.
likely.
I'm just
All
seeing
right.
small things like dogs.
Oh,
But
okay.
not ducks.
Let's here's what we're gonna do.
And
So we
lots
have
of 'em.
two. So we got two scouty type people. We got one that's invisible and flying and doing all kinds of enchanted things. It's just fantastic. And then we got one that's mostly invisible if you don't stare at him too closely. But it's very quiet. So we're going to use both of you for scouting ahead in this crazy. But the first thing we're going to do is let's check the bodies in here and see very quickly. We're not going to spend a lot of time, but just see if we find any information on them about what they were doing down here. If we find something about who they were or some matter, that's great, because then we could tell the people up top. Your granddaddy was down there and he got thrashed by the wall scratcher. But we don't want to tell them that. We'd rather say, hey, look, hey, he fought valiantly, but let's get information. Information's going to help us here. And all the information's in this room.
I'm okay with that. I'm gonna go over towards the scratched up wall and check out what bodies I can there.
I would like to point out, I'm still invisible. So you don't even see me. You're just hearing my voice. And DM, if you can see him because you know what he's doing, he's literally like trying to brush it off.
I guess I'm gonna go
Oh,
look at the
man.
scratches because I'm curious. Can I tell what made them?
Just a moment.
I
Let
will
me get the other
I will
questions for
check
the group.
these
Go ahead.
bodies here.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm checking these bodies here.
Because they are closest to the
Okay.
door, and if something comes through the door, I'll be closest.
Shari,
Right.
come help me.
Wait, now, hold on a second. I want to see what these are. I'll be right there.
Actually, the only reason you guys might know where Tierig is because Goat's like,
Yeah, goats following you
and
around.
then just walking randomly around the room.
Ulfgar, what are you up to?
I'm standing in the middle. I will be looking back towards the way we came in case, something does, but I am not moving until
Now-
told to move.
You do not have dark vision, do you?
Nope. So I'm relying on
Okay,
any
that's what I
bits of
thought.
light that we have and my spell,
Okay.
my blessed
All right,
watchfulness.
very good.
Because even in it didn't
Yep.
say that I'm not inhibited by darkness or anything. It's just I can't be surprised. I have heightened awareness. So
Right. So
I'm going to be
there are
staying
some
in the
things
middle,
around that.
just
Got it.
kind of in between everyone. So if something comes from somewhere, I have the best vantage point at that point.
Okay. Gil, what are you doing?
I'm shifting stones in that little hole. I've been looking around in there and looking back to look for Revenant, and it's clear that he's got something in mind to ask him, but it's far over there and he's not yelling. He knows better now.
Ravenin is just examining the entry point for this and listening to see if there's anything in there, and if he doesn't hear anything, he's going in.
All right.
Ravening, you
let's
might
have
need Ulfgar's help opening that door more.
Do we want to be making more noise?
Oh, I
We gotta
think we.
make it
I think we
anyway.
made plenty of noise. I think at this point we've sufficiently let everyone know we're here, which is very kind of us, given it's not our home and it's theirs.
If you want me to open that door, I can.
Sure. Aye.
Do I find
All right,
anything?
before the roof collapses, everybody but Ravenin and Ulfgar, please give me intelligence checks as you're investigating things.
shit.
Let's see what you find out.
Wouldn't have been any help on an intelligence
Um,
check.
I failed, so that's good.
All
I
right.
passed.
All right.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
That's a
You-
pass.
you-
That's
good.
that's a
You
pass.
just passed. You just passed.
Just barely.
Yes. Okay, good.
Which
I was
with
like,
which with your intelligence,
Hey,
that's
Morna,
pretty
you
hard to roll
passed
to
too.
miss.
Crazy.
I know. I said I passed.
Oh, okay. So yeah,
All
two
right, so-
passes and a failure.
All right. And both of them are kind of investigating the same area. Hamorna, as you look over the bodies around here, one of the tall one that's over there was definitely a giant in life. You've got a couple of elves and a dwarf and a couple of human bodies. You also find remains of several like lizard-like legs and torsos. You might find a skull, not ones you're especially familiar with, but you know what a lizard looks like. They were very large lizards, though, at least 4 feet long. But that's what you find in this area. Chariot. No, just go ahead.
I was going to ask, for the remains of the lizards, did they look like they were crawling on all fours, or did they look like they were standing upright or could stand upright?
You're only finding bits and pieces of skeletons. So while they may have been whole at one time, some things have scampered through here since these things died. Okay, so these are very old bones, and they've kind of been scattered, kind of like the statues. The statues are heavier, being stone, than just the bones of some creature, so they haven't been scattered as much, but whatever moves through here has scattered around. In fact, you're going to find on the lizard bones gnaw marks.
Okay.
All right. Chariot, as you are examining these and looking at the scratch marks, I don't know how many large creatures you've really been around, and I don't know that you would have seen any of this in your school experience. But you do, the ballista that's to your side, when you kind of take a look at where it's at and look at it, the body of it, you realize the direction it's facing now, it was knocked as if something huge just hit it, knocked it off its base and turned it sideways. It used to be pointing at this hallway. And you make out what was this complete archway above it. There was a headstone piece on the top, you know, that little corner piece they put up there. And you find a chunk of it on the ground, and you find a couple of chunks, and you're able to kind of piece them together a little bit. And you get this, it's like an image of someone riding on the back of like a small dragon or something.
Adding to my notes so I don't forget. Oh, well, so this ballista thingy was actually originally pointing in a different direction, so something huge seems to have knocked it over. And then there's this stone thing on the ground that looks like it fell from up there. I don't know for a fact, but this kind of looks like people riding dragons.
And you'll hear me say, people were doing what? And I'm gonna start walking over there.
I'm just pointing.
Well,
Yep.
I also found out some things. There's actually bones here of what looks like possibly lizards of some sort. And the bones are not petrified. So whatever happened in here, one force was petrifying another force. And also these bones were definitely chewed on. So whatever's in here now is eating things.
Well, that's horrific.
Yes, Gil?
Gil
Well, I
holds up his
saw-
hand, and you get this shadow across the walls. You know? Go ahead, Gil. Sorry.
Well, I was learning from Chariot, when you got something to say, do that and people will answer. What's it mean, petrify?
Turn to stone.
All right, let's not do that. I really want to leave this place.
Well, we can't go back quite the way we came because, well, you see, we done just like busted into their living room and upset them and set it on fire. And so and that's not the nicest thing we could have done, but, you know, it was needed at the time. But it was also a little dark, so we kind of helped them out if you think about it. So, yeah, we got to get out another way unless we, well, I mean, I don't want to go quite back through that room just yet. Because if ringing a bell woke up 3 of them and the fire awoke more, I didn't count how many were in there when we ran out. And that's because I think that the DM didn't put them on the board because he said, you're about to die.
Well, I've heard about that fella. In fact, I think I heard him one time.
I mean, obviously, it's above the table. He's saying you just don't know how many are back that way. And then on top of that, before we get to them, we got to go through. Chariot did her flame in hand finger thing, and she just burned the whole damn web up of all the spiders that live in that room that's right behind us, which may make them a little bit angry.
We're actually in there either. We saw one, we heard others.
So we have to go forward because you know, as my mom used to tell me, you can't go back, you can only go forward. And I don't think she meant it that you were going to get eaten by spiders and goblins and ghosts and ghouls, but very pertinent to today's situation.
At the time, you were in a subway at the turnstile, and she was just trying to get you to move on through. But it's a life lesson.
Listen, I passed
Oh,
the,
I
I
thought it
passed
was
the
during
sweets at the
birthing
shop.
process. No,
And
no.
she's like, no, you
Only
can't go
forward,
back.
not back.
We got to go forward.
Chariot.
Should we block the door so that
Uh,
things
well,
don't follow us?
Well, that would take a lot of time. And right now we're just giving everybody a little bit of time to kind of figure out what to do next. Now we checked one door
Hey,
and
I can
and
maybe I can do something. Hold on, let me think about what I can do.
While you're thinking, Tireg, you had mentioned you were walking over to where Hamorna and Chariot were looking at the wall, I believe.
yeah,
Do you
because they
look- do
said
you
that there
look
was
down the-
dragon.
do you
Yeah,
look
people
down
were
the
driving
hallway?
dragons.
Yeah. Do you look down the hallway? You'll see the stone that Chariot put together.
I would
And from
in
your
fact look
experience-
down. I would look down the
Okay.
hallway.
All right. From your experience, that's not a dragon. It's kind of hard to tell. It's old, but a lot of people mistake small dragons and wyverns because there's a lot of similarities there.
So I'll look at it again. I'll look at it and I'll just be like, no, this isn't a dragon. See, if you look at the picture here, dragons walk on their hind legs, and they don't really walk with their front legs too much, as say they can actually do some fun stuff. Pretty cool. But the bulb on that tail, well, that holds a lot of very dangerous venom that can kill you very quickly. With one stab, actually, it turns out one very efficient. Ravenin over there would be very, very impressed with it. That's a wyvern. And depending on its mood, we probably wish we saw a dragon. Not as dangerous as a dragon, but not to everybody, but to a small person, to a person or several people, very deadly. A dragon to everybody, very very deadly.
How are they riding them then if they're so bad? Or are they trying to attack them in this picture? It looks like riding.
They could be bad people wanting to do bad things. They could be good people trying to do good things with a bad thing. There's a lot to unpack there. We can't unpack right now in a psychological sense of speaking in terms of the existential crisis of people's morality, but it's really there's a lot. Also, could you take this off me?
Take what?
I
can't see what you're pointing at because you're invisible.
And you just hit it on the button right there. Just first time you slammed your hand down, you hit the eject button very quickly on that one.
Oh, you want the spell off? Why didn't you
Yes,
say
ma'am.
that?
Yes, ma'am. If you'd be kind, I'd most appreciate that because it's hard to do things with this. Plus, I realized I'm telling y'all to get behind me and use me as a shield. A little hard to do that when you can't see a shield.
That's fair.
I can do what I did back at the quarry. I can maybe soften the stone over by the entryway to make it kind of like a half door wall situation to mold it into, but I don't know if that would be feasible. If you guys would even want me to do that. I mean, it would waste one of the spells that I can do.
Well, that's not a bad idea, but Terry.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You're a master dwarf, aren't you?
I am a dwarf. I don't know if I'm a master dwarf, but I like to pride myself as knowledgeable of my kind.
And I think you folks is kind of like the vegetables. You like being in the ground.
Yeah, we like being in the mountain. Being in the ground as a dwarf still means I'm dead. But I like being
well, I
underground.
don't mean it like that, but you know what I mean. You know about the rocks and
I could,
the gems
I
and the
could very
metals
well.
and whatnot.
Yeah, I could very well take a look and see what I can do. So I could use my expert miner DM and try to see if I can make this work. And as it says, I can detect slopes and in a passage or new tunnels and passages. Can I detect a way to make this a passage?
Well, before we do that, because you guys were doing a bunch of actions, we need to get back to Raven and Ulfgar because this is happening around that same time that you guys are having this discussion. What are you doing over here with this doorway?
Remnant is directing Ulfgar. It's just standing and leaning against the wall. Yes, Ulfgar, if you could carry that door, lean it up against that wall, and then take that door and also move that, that would be great. And he's obviously not showing any signs to help.
Before I do this, is everyone okay with me moving this door?
That's probably right in the middle of us talking about what.
That's probably right in the middle of us all doing the thing.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
They're
I
busy.
think you guys are all talking and you don't hear Ulfgar.
They're
So
busy,
Ulfgar,
Ulfgar.
nobody responds. So, nobody cares.
To each their own, I guess. Should I use the Ben Bar's lift gates on my strength?
I think that's what it's going to take here. Absolutely.
And 58 is not.
No. You need to put your back in it. Bend your knees.
Less than 20?
You grab this thing, Ulfgar, and you're like, "Ugh." And as you go to move it, you realize it's laying across the front of the other door and wedged into it. You're trying to lift two 20-foot tall stone doors together.
Oh.
Ulfgar throws
against
out
all
his
the
back.
rubble, and you're like,
Ulfgar has to be carried the rest of the way.
Minus two
pieces
strength.
of the door. Pieces of the door break off in your hand, and you're like,
I really thought you'd be able to lift that, big fella. What's the matter with you? I put, as he's really struggling, I put my hand on his forehead to sort of like feel for a temperature. You're not coming down with
Ulfgar
anything.
poops himself a little bit from the strain.
Oof, what was that? Smells like shit.
Yeah, must be from the hallway.
and
fell
we're
in
back
some
to the
mud.
beginning discussion. Oh.
It all comes full circle. It's really great.
Maybe Tin can help you. He's a strong lad.
Or should I use the open door? That might. There's also open door.
Well, it's not quite. I mean, you can give it give it. This obviously didn't work.
Let me try.
I'm going to give you one more attempt before we sync up with what everybody else was doing. So whatever you wanna
Ulfgar
do.
casts chiropractor first, and then
This big hand comes out, grabs you by the
Hey.
forehead, another one hits you in the back, and crack.
Hasn't someone got?
Gee, medical mispractice.
Hasn't
This
someone
time it
got a
worked.
D6? That
Okay.
failed as
no,
well.
it worked.
didn't it?
It's greater than.
That's it.
It's greater than. Got it.
Oh yes. Oh.
I
Excellent.
just-
You grab this door, and instead of trying to lift, you kind of work along with the way the hinge would and pull outward on this, and it shifts and moves forward. And I need both Ravenin and Ulfgar to make dexterity checks, please.
Yeah.
See,
That's
I
right.
loosened it for you. Shit.
Well, of course, Ravenin is able to get out of the way with no problem whatsoever.
I'm holding the fucking door.
Ulfgar, unfortunately, as you pull this thing out and start opening the door, a large piece breaks off, falls down, and hits you, and you're going to take D2 bludgeoning. Or force
much?
damage in this case. Doesn't really matter. Two
2. Okay.
points.
Oh, I was expecting much worse than that. So
So was I. I'm glad it was gentle.
Oh, there.
Ulfgar just gets hit with rubble and's like, "This is my life." This is
Yeah,
the
at
microcosm
this point,
of
I mean, I
everything
think you
going
got to
on
lean in.
with.
I'm like, well done, Ulfgar, well
So-
done. And I just wipe the rubble off his head.
This has opened the doorway wide enough that someone Ulfgar's size can squeeze through.
That's
My
perfect.
God.
Perfect.
Which means some of you can just walk through, but
Yeah.
he's a big guy.
I have
So-
a look in.
All right. The crimson stone of the gallery you're in changes over to this white marble. Although getting a better view of this place now, time has not been kind here. There's this immense chamber lined with rows of carved stone shelving, low cabinets, very precisely laid around in broad aisles that just disappear into the darkness. There's a steady drip of water from cracks in the ceiling high above. And as each drip falls, you hear it hit these small pools and the sound echoes around the room. You can see these several small pools have collected across this uneven marble floor where things have just settled over time and the water damage and probably sinkholes underneath the stone. You see a few clay jars resting upon some of the shelves. You can kind of make out maybe some bronze cylinders. But looking around in general, you see thousands of scrolls, books, and stone tablets.
Oh, see, look at this. Wonder if they're magical. Sherry might know. Books were never really my thing. Too boring. Sherry, there's a library. No, Sherry.
What? You hear me scream across.
I said Sherry, not Siri.
Who's Siri?
It's my my mobile
Can't
phone.
be serious.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, now we've got DM and AI and Siri. I can't keep track of all these people.
wait,
Well, Gil, it turns out we can't either. There's so many of them.
well, so do we want to try the soften the stone to make the wall here in front of the entryway we came through? Or actually, I just had an idea. What if, and I turned to Chariot, what if Chariot webs up that wall and then I can put a magical fire trap so that anything breaks through that, it sets them on fire.
But it's a spider.
Yeah, but if it's on fire, it's like it's still gonna die.
If it can get
It's
through
on
the
fire. It's a
web,
like
flaming
little-
spider.
Right, it's a fire spider. Then that sounds like a bad idea. Why would you just going to
Well,
stack up some rocks?
I will say I really do love that
That is
your
a good
mind
idea.
is like a beehive of crazy and excellent ideas, just full, and not in a good way or a bad way, but just it could go anyway. Because
Who are you
I
talking
don't
to?
think I don't recall that you're the one that told Gil to ring that bell. I mean, you were there, I was there, heard that. And so I heard that, and it happened. But you also exploded a room, which was another very interesting and like be crazy idea. So why don't we? I like Gil's idea. I think it's a little. Let's save our resources a little bit. We don't know and let's just put some rocks there.
Yeah.
Um,
Gil and Ulfgar can lift these doors.
Yeah, I was gonna
Well,
say
I
I only
mean,
have one
I
spell
like where you
anyways.
are. Let's ask him if he wants to lift the doors. Let's always give him. I mean, he's got a lot of useful skills, but maybe we should ask him to use if he wants to use them or not.
No, I'm just the door lifting guy, and he'll go lift the door.
All right. Well,
Wait,
if you want to
so
be the door
we're
lifting
lifting
guy, I'll
doors
let
now,
you run.
boss?
it.
I thought we were in the business of lifting carts.
Oh,
Well,
doors,
you know,
doors
Lifting
today,
doors
Gil.
now too. We got to renegotiate, boss.
And so Ulfgar says that. Sorry, I say that sarcastically. Do you want me to lift this door, or do we need to think this through further?
Well, I was thinking that the pathway that we came through, these doors would be a good defense against whatever comes this way.
Well, what we could do, and it's just an idea. You tell me, because I know I'm not the smartest man, but I do have ideas. What if you did two things at once? We could add the excited nature of Hemorna wherever she is, and we also use the grandiose strength of Ulfgar, and she softens the earth around the doorway, and he can just there slam these doors in place, and now they're secure within this hardened stone, making him a better barricade.
Just tell me what to do.
Well, Ulfgar nearly shit himself lifting that thing, so he's definitely
No, I
going to
didn't.
need Gil. I smelled
Oh,
something, Ulfgar.
Tam, if you were talking, we can't hear you.
All right.
That's
Well,
okay. It was
I would
nothing
say
intelligent.
that is an excellent idea. Gil, would you be willing to help Ulfgar, and the two of you could put these doors in such a manner that we can and Hemorna, you can soften the earth, but does it harden again, or is it just clay for all time? What is it? Almost said
Each time
Play-Doh.
it softens,
Ain't a
it
thing.
hardens more slowly.
So out of character, this says while softened earth and stone does not affect dressed or worked stone, vertical surfaces such as a cliff faces or cavern ceilings can be affected. Usually this causes a moderate collapse or landslide as the loosened material peels away from the face of the roof and falls. Moderate amount of structure damage can be inflicted to man-made structures by softening the ground beneath. It looks
So you
like
can't do that because this is work stone.
Yes, this is work stone. Is the ceiling?
But the ceiling is like a cave, though.
Okay, so we can. I can soften the ceiling.
That would
because
collapse
that's
it there.
I mean, it might,
But
but
Well,
that might
they'll-
help keep the gaps underneath the doors. If there's any gaps,
So-
whatever collapses will help block it.
So hear me out, and this is just a thought, and it's an idea, and it could be a bad idea. So let's all go on a ride. So what if we put the doors against the opening, and then she does and he even does like with his finger, and he's like, she was like soften, and it falls behind the door and just secures it. I mean, that's
then we're stuck
fine.
here. What if we're stuck here?
Well, we could break the stone and move the doors later if we
And
have
I
to.
can always soften it again.
But right now the thing is we can't go that way, and we don't know if we will be able to continue to go back that way. So we might as
Yeah.
well save ourselves, protect ourselves.
DM, I have a question.
Yes. Uh-huh.
If worked stone was destroyed and the raw edges were exposed, can I soften that part?
I'm going to say once it's damaged beyond recognition as worked stone, it becomes rubble, and yes.
Okay,
And there is a lot of rubble
there is a
down
lot.
here, intermixed
Okay.
with the
What
stuff.
about Flintstone?
Right, I was going to say, where's Barney?
No,
You can only
no,
meet the
you can only-
Flintstone.
No, you can eat
That's down in the
Flintstones.
bedrock.
Well, okay. So here's another thought: is
Jeez, are you
if
really
we
getting your rocks
gather
up on
up,
this?
if we gather up all of the like chunks of stone and put it here, I can soften them and melt them together.
At this point, do you think they're actually following us? Because surely we'd be dead by now if they were.
Depends on how long it's taking. Remember, the wraiths were following us, and then the spiders. So the wraiths and the spiders might be doing something together.
I want a tea party.
So who all has
say,
entered this
Chariot.
new falling apart area, and who is still in the room with the ballistae?
I'm still
assuming
in
we're
there.
all in. Oh, you are. Okay.
I'm standing.
No,
in the
Still in
I've
the
room.
ballistae.
I've never look. There's a door that's potentially dangerous to the south, correct? Or no, that one's bashed up, right?
No,
looks like
that one's pretty well blocked off. I mean, who knows?
Okay,
but-
so
Oh,
there's
is that
there's
a
the
door?
path. There's the path to the left. There's a path coming in where the way we did. There's the path to our left. There's the path that we came from, and so I'm Oh, did I find anything on those bodies, even with a failure, or was it complete bad?
Anything that they have is again stone, so it's not like you can go sifting through pockets or anything
That's fine.
like that.
Okay, so
you might spot some insignia and stuff.
that's that's great.
And you're going to see insignia that you'll see some insignia that are like ballistae. So these would be the operators of that. You have a couple that are, like a spear. So those were probably guards, some shields. And in this room, I think that's all you're going to find for insignia.
Okay, no, that's perfect information. Thank you. So I'm still where you see me on the map right now, because that way, if anything comes in either door, I can actually get to it in a reasonable amount of time.
Akron. Sorry.
What is happening? Okay, never
It's
mind.
an earthquake.
Apparently the room quaked.
Earthquake.
Earthquake.
I was trying to draw a question mark over here, and it looked too much like boobs, so I was trying to get rid of it before anybody.
You should have
noticed.
left the boobs.
Titties.
I know this
accidentally drew
table.
boobs the other day, accidentally.
Yeah, this morning I was like accidentally trying to grab boobs. 100% accidental. With extra accident. So where you see me on the map right now is where I am. Everybody just move your tokens to where you are.
That would be helpful. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm about where I'm at.
Okay.
Okay, and I am, and Chael, you did drop the invisibility on him, yes? So you can actually see him if there's light enough for you to do so.
Chariot's holding the
And
glowing
right
ball.
now, all the lighting is over near the doorway that Ravenin and Ulfgar are messing around with.
Brother, where are those books?
Well, there are more scrolls. There are some books, I think. There's thousands of scrolls in here.
Chirig, for observation, give me an intelligence roll here, please.
Yeah, hold on.
Can you see if any of these are magical?
Let me have dishonor on my family real quick and roll this for you.
Thank you.
That's
Well,
a pass.
amongst the great shame that you have brought to your lineage, you have a successful check here, and you are definitely picking up sounds coming down the hallway from where you started.
So I will say,
they are, but there's definitely movement.
So I will call to the others. I'll back up a little bit. So I'll back up to about here. And I will tell the guys to say, we have movement. Hurry up.
Oh, so we should
Okay,
move these doors
so-
in. Quick,
No,
go.
let's just go through the doors and we'll close them.
Well, that is how
Wait.
doors work. That makes sense.
Was there doors on the door we came in? Can we just did we even look?
No.
There was no,
We
there
got
were no
excited.
doorways on the main entrance. No.
Okay, no doorways on the main entrance. I was about to say, yeah, if there was just doors there the whole time and we're like, if we collapse the
have
ceiling,
to find some. You would have to find some kind of detritus to put into the doorway and stack up.
Can you use
This whole
smaller
time,
words,
if you
please?
want.
Ulfgar's been doing yoga poses to stretch out his back in case he needs to move a door again.
that's fair. That's fair. What if we and you know what? We're gonna need you in case we find the infamous couch. So I will say instead of moving, once I tell them, I'm actually going to move up.
That couch is
here.
only for wizards. It's a caster's
That's
couch.
fair.
Come
That's
on.
fair.
So
Come on, Gil.
Stay away
I
from
see
that
what you
one.
did there. See, that was a good one actually. And it leans into the dirty stuff that we always talk about. So we appreciate it that you join us in the
I
sewer down here.
understand this joke.
Yeah.
I wanted to play the AD&D 2E to channel my inner 10-year-old, and I think I'm
Yeah.
succeeding.
Yeah,
You're
it's funny,
here.
Chops. I was half expecting you to be like, ha ha ha, porn. Like,
It's accurate.
wait,
all right. So
Anyway.
I'm now where I am, and I am readied. And I can see it's 25 to the door. There's no light around me anymore, which is fantastic. That's a big boon.
Yep.
So
you
then
can
I
see
should
down
be
the
able-
hallway. It is
I
a
should be able to
long
see-
hallway, and you are hearing the echoes. From
And
a
I can only
distance.
see about 40 feet down the hallway.
Yep.
I am directing Gil and Ulfgar. Come on, boys. Put your back into it. Lift those doors.
We're closing
See,
them.
Ulfgar, look, that's how
So
bosses
we
usually
can-
talk.
We can't
Again,
close it
these
without.
doors are no longer on their hinges.
Yeah, they're not on the
They're
hinges.
kind of leaning. So any attempt to
Oh,
move
sweet.
them, as Ulfgar already did, broke part of one off. It'll move, but you don't know how stable they're going to be. So I'm
And
just
I don't wanna
clarifying that
close
there
it
will be
without-
rolls if you want to move them.
I don't want
We
to
should
close
probably
it
all
without
be
Gil
together.
here.
Mm-hmm.
Or not Gil, Tirig.
Terry, we're gonna try to close the doors. You don't want to be out there.
Oh, okay. So he'll start running this way in 25-foot increments.
Oh, we're locking ourselves in here.
Yes.
Oh,
This is a terrible plan. And that's what he says. This is a terrible
can I
plan.
see it? Can I see any exits in here?
No.
That's what I was wondering.
You haven't really investigated the room that far, so if you want to break away and do that, we can.
I'm looking
But that's
around.
going to
Yeah.
cost time
Mausoleums.
if you're trying to fix the doors. So I just need to know what everybody's working on.
So if we're going into this door, then is everybody in there? Because I still see tokens.
I'm inside the door.
I'm in there. I'm not closing the door yet.
Okay, I'm going to
wherever
delete my
Rabbit
tokens
is.
because I am now in the door.
I'm looking around.
Right.
Is there a different map? Or oh, I didn't even know there was an
no,
edge to it.
because the lazy DM's going theater of mind on this part, unless we
Sweet.
have to do combat, and then I have generic maps that I will pull up. And we
So
will go
I
through.
immediately shoot my crossbow at Ulfgar.
I cast fireball.
I don't
You
want to
don't
be
have
here
fireball.
anymore.
That's Ulfgar's
No,
thing.
it'll be on one
Sorry.
of the scrolls in here. Just read them.
Right, I
Yes.
can't jump off the boat because that's Ulfgar's business.
Okay, so you guys have made your way into the room. You know there are things coming down the hallway. What are you doing at this moment?
Please.
I'm
look for
ready
an
to
exit.
attack. So I'm in a defensive stance. I'm taking the parry or defense action to raise my AC. Should I have to something come in? And something I did realize is that my shield also got the what was it called? The Nickelodeon slime on it. So technically I could shield bash the wraith.
That
I'm
is true.
looking around the room for an extract.
They float. I don't exactly
Okay.
think they can get prone.
I'm gonna check out the books and scrolls.
I'll just keep us alive.
All right.
I'm
I'll
practically
help
useless
look
anyway.
I'll help look for alternate routes out from this. Is this one giant library, or is this like?
It is a very large, long room with full of shelves. But I will say the floor is very messed up in here, as mentioned from the water damage over the years. The marble has kind of shifted. There are pools of water, and I'm going to say movement is halved in here. If you want to move faster than that, you're going to have to, do a dash or something like that to take that extra effort.
So if I was to
Were
build
you
this map
trying to-
in my mind, how big is it?
Probably 40 wide, 80 long.
18 cubits exactly.
Okay, so it's a Coke can. Got it. You
The
can enjoy
powder
that on the
floor
casting couch.
Is not snortable. Please don't do that.
I'll leave that one alone. There's a horrible progression I can take that down, but we're gonna leave it.
Raven, in what
Oh.
side are you gonna search?
I don't know. I'm just going to be running around looking. Obviously,
Okay,
he
well,
can see in the dark, so I might do this light in here now.
I'm gonna take.
Okay.
I'm invisibly going to take the ball of light out of Chariot's hand, and go the opposite direction of Raven. And
Okay.
I
well,
will.
if you're in a room like this and the door's here where everybody is, Raven's headed, I think, to the far end, to the 80-foot away side
to
of
this
it.
end.
I really should have drawn a map.
I'm clicking.
It was
on
in this
map
moment that
map.
he knew. He freaked out.
Oh,
At this
gee,
point,
our players.
the DM says, I've had weeks to draw a map. And lazy me, I did not.
Oh,
I
yes.
mean,
Well,
you
of
could-
course. Let's blame the DM. Let's not take accountability as grown men and women who can't picture things in their heads.
That's right. That's right.
I'm
There's no
just waiting.
Well, you know,
accountability
if
for
if I gave better descriptions.
What the
Ah,
heck
yes.
is
Well,
that?
keep flogging yourself.
Ah.
It's the map.
Oh, okay.
Keep deprecating on yourself in public. I did it. It wasn't
Not,
fun.
So-
not to scale.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Not to scale.
This is
Ah,
perfect.
I see. I see.
So Raven
I
and
understand
you
so
are headed
much.
towards this area over here. Okay.
Okay.
I'm
Well,
right here.
I'm gonna start
I will
down
never
here. Then.
I will never not make a map just because I go, oh yeah, we can just envision this in our head again. I'm not gonna do it.
We can
Or you can just
envision
tell
it,
us,
but we've got
fucking deal
different
with it.
minds.
Yeah.
I've heard you say. I've heard you say deal with it in the past. I think you can do this.
All right. I'm gonna check along this side of the wall then, where my token is currently at.
All right.
Don't worry, Dino says it's a pro level map.
That's right.
I won't tell you the next
All right.
comment. I found a door.
He's like, I love it. He's like, this pro level map. I don't want to deal with the next one. He's like, DM, please don't beat me for my comment. Is basically what that.
Excuse
I won't
me.
say anything else.
I said 10-year-old fourth grader.
There you
Oh,
go.
yeah, that's right. Get it right. It's fourth grade.
Wait, my fourth grader is not.
And
10.
and my drawing skills stopped at third grade. So
I was about to say, you want me to go
You've
get
been
my
held
daughter
back. Don't
because
worry about it.
I'm gonna
All
go
right,
get my daughter real
Pomona.
quick for you, Tam.
Yes.
Hamona, you were coming over this side, and it is a row of those shelves with various things, clay jars. You can see some books, you can see some scrolls, things like that on it. If you want to do any more look than that, you would have to do an investigation to get any more
I
detail.
do want to do an investigation. Not only am I looking for the another way out of this room, if any of those items look interesting, I want to take them and stick them into my little bag, my
Okay.
smelly little bag.
With investigation for this, we're going to have to focus. You're either looking for doors or you're examining the materials on the shelves. If you're looking for valuable materials, you got to focus on the materials. If you're trying to find doors or something, then you can be doing a little bit more broad, but you're not going to be going, ooh, this book looks interesting.
Okay, no. So
Unless you roll really well.
Okay, so in that case, I get distracted by all the trinkets and things on the things, so I start looking through those.
Awesome.
I'm looking for anything that will be particularly interesting, be they like jars that have content, that still have contents, anything really shiny, and
Okay.
you know, books or scrolls that are in still decent condition.
All right, excellent. Give me an intelligence roll. Ravenin, while she's doing that, you were headed down to the other end of the area here. And you come to what looks like it was a corridor, entryway into something else, but these massive limestone blocks have been carefully fitted into it, to the entryway, reinforced with iron braces that are just driven deeply into the stone surrounding it. And there are bronze plates with arcane sigils that are mortared directly into the masonry. In contrast to the rest of the architecture, which has this kind of an artsy flair to it, you know, it's artistically done. This is very practical, defensive stonework. Now, you are an observant fellow, so as you look at this, you do notice water, because it drips everywhere in here, has kind of worked its way through the stone for a couple of hundred years at least. And you notice there are some hairline cracks between several of the blocks, and some things growing, you know, some roots some mineral deposits and things along the mortar joints. But that's all you can see from here.
But have I got any idea what this is? Does it look like it's a warded place? It's
I
not
will
a door,
have
is
to
it?
put that-
So
it's not a door. It was a doorway. The
Yeah.
doors were removed and these blocks were put in place as a permanent fixture. And
Can I-
then, as
yeah.
mentioned, there are arcane sigils.
I'll check if
On
it's
plates.
trapped.
Okay.
With a success.
You discern no physical traps.
What about magical?
You have no detect magic ability. So if you're looking for things that would trigger on this, you don't see any kind of a mechanical operational trigger. I don't know how good thieves would be at. If a door was locked magically, I don't think you could look at it and just go, "Ooh, it's magically locked." So I'm going to say you don't pick up anything to that level.
Cherie, come here.
What do you want? There's books.
So
Yes.
you are having to yell quite loudly to get this to her on the other side of this room.
Yeah. She's in the middle of the room. Quick, come here.
Damn it. And I go
Okay.
over.
Chariot, what have you been doing all this time? Because a lot's been talking around you. You've been in this room, and I know how you are.
Excuse you. I've been perfectly innocent. I've been standing here twiddling my thumbs, minding my business. Now, hell no, I've been going through every
Okay.
single book I can get my hands on.
Okay.
Books,
All right.
scrolls, just...
Hemorna is searching through this, and about the same time as Chariot is just wantonly grabbing books and looking at them. Hemorna, you reach up and you can't make out anything in the writing. It is not any language you're aware of. It's almost like geometric runes on some of them. Others have this weird script you're not familiar with. But this one, the colors are very faded, but it's kind of got a leather wrap on it, and it looks like maybe it had some kind of a gold emboss. So you go to pick up the book, and as you put your hand on it to grab it, it just crumbles and falls to dust in your hand.
Oh no.
And as that falls to dust, it hits a little bit of the book next to it, which crumbles, and it starts a cascade, and every book on this shelf just falls apart and crumbles.
Wait, I did that?
What did you do?
What happened?
These books are really, 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 really old. And why are they turning to dust when it's so moist in here?
That's
Do
really
you have
gross.
time to mess with books right
I don't know.
now?
They're turning to kinetic sand. Like, what would make you happier in this moment?
Kinetic
Hemorna?
sand?
I
Hemorna?
succeeded
I'm not
my
done with
search.
Hemorna yet, because she did very good on her roll. Okay.
Mhm.
And you were looking to say, did you find any baubles that looked shiny or anything? And you do find one brass cylinder. It's tarnished and aged, and I mean, even brass, if it sits long enough in a bad environment, will corrode. So it's got bad spots on it, but it could be shined up. You are able to pick that up. When you do, pieces of it break and crumble off, so you have to hold it very gingerly. But some of it's still good and might be interesting. It definitely.
Why does she
has
have to hold
writing
it like a
and stuff on it.
redhead? How does that help?
When pieces of it fall off, is there anything inside of it? Because you said it's a cylinder.
It is a cylinder. There is writing on
Rub
the
the bottle.
outside and inside.
Do
Oh.
not rub the genie.
Okay.
Rub it.
I am going to take a bit of
Like a red.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
sure,
gonna
but if I
take-
say it,
I'm going to take my spare shirt out of one of my bags. I'm going to lay it down on the pile of dust books next to it. And then I'm going to very carefully put it into the shirt wrap it up with the shirt, and then put it into the bag that was gifted to me by my teacher.
Very good. Excellent. Chariot, you're looking through the center shelves, and there are like open these scrolls that are laid out. And as you go to look at them and you kind of get it, again, it's not any script you're familiar with. Okay. Some of it kind of resembles other languages you've seen, but definitely not anything you can easily translate. And as you lean in to kind of look at one, you're just breathing gently normally, but you breathe out in the scroll just.
You're gonna hear me start crying.
And at this point, you hear Raven call for you.
What do you want?
What are you crying for? Come here, there's something magical.
It disintegrated.
There's something magical here. I don't know if it's a trap.
Oh. I'll stomp over to him holding the scroll dust in my hands.
Could I,
I put it in my pocket.
is there anything left with any of the script on that she brings over?
It's just little tatters. I mean,
I want to make a roll anyway.
sure,
I
you
failed.
got a piece of it that's enough that you can probably
Well, I've only got
half make out a symbol.
5% chance of reading languages, but I failed.
Okay.
Wolfgar just says.
Yeah, you look at this and you
Jerry.
kind of do the thing like you do with a piece of art. You try and figure out which way's up. You know,
No, it's
Just doesn't
rubbish.
quite make
I'll
sense.
just let it go. What's this, son? What's this? Look.
It disintegrated in my hand. Give it back.
What's? I hand it back. Look, these are runes.
Put it in my pocket.
Now, I know I've seen
Yeah.
runes, but I'm not sure what they say. I can't remember.
Chariot, this is your moment to shine. Those aren't runes.
Yes.
They're sigils. Those are arcane sigils.
Yeah. Those aren't
Any
runes.
moron would know this.
Obviously, those are sigils.
Whatever. What do they say?
There's a huge difference.
What?
What do they say?
You recognize them as arcane sigils. You recognize independent pieces of them, but this is above your level. You didn't get this far in school. You can understand the pieces, but the way that they're put together and what they might do is going to be a little beyond you. But give me an intelligence roll, please.
What
Come
did
on,
I pay for?
I didn't make intelligence my main stat for nothing. Come on.
I thought
Come on.
I thought you learned read magic.
Do you know how there's so many classes and there's so many things we have to learn. There's always a lot.
As you look at these, while you may not fully get the gist of them, you definitely pick up that there's some kind of protective magic. Okay. And in the corner of these bronze plates, you definitely recognize the markings from the Narwell Collegium.
Holy crap.
What?
Do you see that?
Yes, I'm the one that pointed them out to you. What is it?
That's from the school.
So?
DM,
What
I
is
sent you
it
a
doing
message.
down here?
I'm sorry.
I sent you a message.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Go ahead, Chariot. Sorry.
What is this doing down here? And then I bypass Raven and I go straight to the bronze to look at them.
Careful, they might be traps.
Well, there's definitely protective spells on this, like protective magic, but what are these? Do they look super, super old, new? Are they shiny bronze, green bronze? Like what are we working with here?
They're bronze plates. They look like they've been here for a very, very long time. Possibly the only thing that has kept them from degrading is they have some magic on them as preservation spells so that they won't decay. So you have the sigils on here that have some magic, and then you have preservation on the bronze plates to keep them from degrading. And you know from what experience you do have, spells like this have to be reinforced and put in place for long, very long periods of time before they become permanent. And these are permanent. These have not had to be refreshed in a long time. You get the very sense of age across these.
Are the plates attached to anything?
Yeah, do they look
They
like
are
pressure
they are
plates?
mounted to the
Oh, okay.
stone. They're mounted to the stone.
Are there any gaps in between them and the stone?
They're mounted in and nailed on and kind of bonded with it. Without trying to get one off, it would be hard to tell any further than that.
So, is it a trap?
Do you
or
have a
not?
crowbar?
What? Of course I have a crowbar. But
Can I
don't.
borrow it?
You're gonna kill yourself.
I'm not gonna. Well, maybe not. These have been here for a really, really long time.
They're-
So
they're-
like the teachers haven't had to come down here and reinforce them. They've been here forever. There's preservation magic on it.
What about that other part
Well, it's protective.
of probably these plates?
Well, yeah.
Are you gonna blow us all up? It's probably a fireball.
I don't think so. I'm gonna tap the plate just with my finger.
Right?
Can I close the door?
I was going to come back.
Maybe
to
wait a minute.
You might want to
Yeah,
let this
I'm with him
fireball
because
out
I'm
first.
just sitting there waiting. But you know,
Let the fireball come through first.
You tap on the plate and it's bronze.
I'll wipe my hand across it.
You
Ew,
leave a
there's
little
so
bit
much
of a
dirt.
smudge. You leave a little bit of a smudge from your book dust dirtied hand, and shortly after you wipe your hand across it, the smudge disappears.
So, as I look at this even closer, is the protective magic only on the plates, or is it on the wall? Like,
I'm
what
going
are
to
we
have to come back to
protecting?
you, and we're going to have to do some Arcana checks on that. Let me go back to the doorway and see what's
terrifying.
going on over there.
Did you find an exit?
Door crew.
I could open my mic.
Might help.
so I'm
Elfar
still
asked in
standing by
general
this
if you
door,
find an
defensive stance. Are we back at the? You know,
Yeah, I would say I'm waiting to like be told if I'm good to close the door.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Ulfgar just
I'm waiting
yelled
to
out,
help.
"Did we find an exit?"
No. I shout back.
I'm just
Right.
gonna grip my my war pick a little bit tighter, and just nestle in there because
I will
You know,
pull
it's-
out. Yeah, I will pull out the mace for the same reason, and I'll be behind Tyrig.
Right.
I'll maybe we should probably spread out just a little. Let's not clump so together, but have Tyrig be.
I'm
Sure.
going to step forward into the doorway, like so now.
And then I'll move like here.
So that way, if it comes in, I'm the first thing it sees, and it'll kill me.
Okay. All right.
All right, doors.
Amorna.
Um,
Amorna,
yes.
what are you doing while this is happening? You were looking at more books. Everything you touch, there's a clay jar. You go to pick it up, and it just breaks.
Oh, dang. Okay.
Everything just disintegrates or falls to pieces in here.
All right. Well, that means there's less stuff in the way. I'm going to actively look for the doors now because they mentioned doors, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to be looking for a door. And I say that under my breath. Whomever hears
Okay.
it hears.
All right.
Yeah, I'm actually going to actively look for doors along this wall now.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an investigation check. Or, pardon,
That would be
check, which will be your
intelligence.
investigation. Yep.
Well, that's a 4 out of 13.
All right. You look through this area and you come to the conclusion there are no hidden, I mean, at least in this, 15-foot area you're in, there are no doors or anything in here. There are just shelves of very old things.
Guys, I don't think there's any hidden doors here. And if we check along that wall, and I'm gesturing to the wall across from me, but again, I'm invisible, nobody can see me. If we check along that wall, that'll just lead us back to the spiders. So maybe we do need to leave this room and go across to the open space through.
Well, maybe we fight whatever's coming, but funnel it.
I don't have that much
Where did you
magic.
begin?
How much am I hearing? I stepped into the doorway,
You-
so basically I'm looking out into the map that we can't see anymore.
Yeah.
I'm assuming the noises have
think you
probably
guys
gotten
have-
louder.
I think you guys have burned enough time in here that definitely the noises have gotten louder. You pick up this faint smell of burntness. And
Well, that
you
could be
see
anything.
as the first, that's true. You see as the first figure makes its way through that doorway from the other room, and I wish I'd have put more room on this map than this fake map that I did, so I could position these better. But
That's what's left in Ulfgar's pants.
do what?
Tin.
Where the heck?
Yeah. Dino's right. You need
As-
grade 5 skills to make it bigger map.
I'm never gonna live this down. All right.
So I don't
Just
thought it
drag
was
this
me.
As
man
a
through the mud.
spider.
Flog him harder.
As a spider makes its way into the door,
Burn it with fire.
Burn it with fire.
it
Okay.
looks like it may already have been hit with some fire.
I mean,
Spicy
what's
finger.
what's the damage on that finger? Yeah.
1 point.
Mhm.
1 hit point.
Do we even notice that it's on fire if that's the case?
10 hit
I was
points.
just saying
Thank
it had,
you.
it has some.
1.
It's definitely been
Soot.
burned a bit. But,
There's some soot. Yeah, we see soot in and about its person.
To be fair, the burning web might do 1d6 damage, but the fire finger's only 1 point of damage.
That was the
Yeah,
key.
but I set everything on fire, so
Yeah, you set off flash paper.
It's only
It's
got,
very dangerous.
Kindling.
it's only got 97 hit points
here's
left.
here's what I think is a good idea. Why don't we take our break?
Probably a good idea.
And then during
see
the
if I
break,
can
we'll all
improve.
roll 5d6, drop lowest.
Yeah.
4d6, drop lowest.
We'll see if the DM can do a slightly less shit map.
No.
Oh, that's why we're taking the
come
break.
back
He's like,
with
Yeah.
a better map, I'm going to be upset. We need a
Yeah.
lesser map
I'm good.
than this.
I'm going.
Yeah,
to,
I
I'm
wanna
going to
come
see if
back
I
to
can,
my
I'm going to
son's
see if I can
version.
find a 5-year-old to come in here and work on the maps.
No,
Oh,
I
my
want to come
son.
back and there just be like,
all right,
2
everybody,
lines.
we're going to
That's
take a
it.
break. And so we'll see you in 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
Something like that. Be right back.
We
Sexual
haven't been
favors.
live this
All
whole
right.
time.
I am going to
Go here.
sacrifice for you all on this little tiny bit of coffee I have left. We'll see how I
Can't
do.
you ask
All
somebody
right.
to make you coffee?
No
yeah,
one
don't
makes
take
my
it out on
coffee
us.
but me.
Mhm.
Look what you guys made Tam do.
It's
I know. I
it's
don't want him.
biblical.
He's
It's
gonna
biblical.
kill all
Hebrews.
of it's TPK.
So I would technically
it's true.
be here
That's how Moses
You
makes
deserve
his
no
steak.
because I
coffee.
should have an eye line of the.
You deserve 0 coffee.
Yeah. So
Zero.
I take it I only see the one spider.
For those in the chat who are commenting on the map, it actually upgraded, re-upgraded, and then downgraded again. So
Yeah.
I like the
Well,
first map.
and we can go into the debate and nuance of authenticity and creation, but we already did that over the break.
And I came back from using the restroom to find out we are kissing ass.
Yep.
That's
about the greatness of this map.
That's right.
Hey, look,
I put a lot of
just
effort
because
into
you
this
can't
map, damn it.
see doesn't mean that we have to be blind as well.
That is true.
You're like, in the land
is
of the
true.
blind, the one-eyed man is king, and apparently you didn't grab the eye.
Well,
Oh gosh.
we can talk about where that eye is.
Mhm.
We're currently using it to see Tam's ass so we can kiss it, apparently.
We don't die.
Again,
All right.
re-import the pre-made. I'm gonna re-import the pre-made room if you don't stop. All right.
Oh
Okay.
God, no!
Oh, no, God.
Not that.
No.
All right. Your question was, what do I see? You see at the moment a single spider making its way in. Because
big is
from the
it?
angle you're at, that's all you can see.
How big is it?
We talking tarantula, wolf spider?
It's big.
So where I'm standing, it can't get around me. Like if I'm blocking the door, it can't get past, technically.
Well, I mean, the door's been open wide enough for somebody like Ulfgar's size to get through. So I think that a spider would be able to make its way through there.
But with me blocking that path.
That depends on whether you are sufficient to block it. It could go over you or through you.
I am
Yeah.
sufficient to block it, just because we love the map.
But if you are saying, am I blocking the doorway? Yes, Tirig, you are blocking.
Thank you. That's what I was looking for.
I figured it was. I thought I should answer you at some point.
Do you need me to block the doorway since I'm taller? I can just,
No, we need you to stay the fuck out of the way.
I'll be, I'll open door, I'll close door, I'll be door, whatever.
Do you want to be dead? Because this is
I'll
how you
hold-
get dead.
I'll hoe door.
No.
Oh.
Guys,
No.
there's
Wait a minute.
no way
I
out
don't
of
know
this
what you're
room.
trying to do through the door, but quit bringing that into it. Hoe door. What kind of
I
door
can
do you
hoe
think it
door.
is?
Like,
It had a
wait, you
good
already
upbringing.
kissed ass. Now you're hoeing door? Well, oh my goodness.
Boy, we really are in rare form today. I really like it.
Yes,
All right.
rare form.
We've given up.
Well,
Mhm.
once you shed the pretext, that's when the fun really starts.
Guys, there's
I mean,
no
have
way
you
out
ever-
of this room.
The spider has entered the room. It is currently kind of taking in this new space. It has not moved from there. So you've got a moment here to figure out what you want to do. Folks, what are you going to do?
This was
I
a
want to pry
door.
the bronze off the wall.
And Morna is right, though. There's no way out.
This was a door,
Mm-hmm.
but it's been blocked.
What you
There's
want me to go through the cracks?
Could you?
You can go into a crack?
Anybody can go into
Oh, I
a
have.
crack.
You want some crack?
Ulfgar goes
Yes,
out
we
and
need
gets eaten
crack
by
right
the
now.
spider.
No more for me.
Go through the crack. There's a portal. It's shitty though.
I am
mean,
going to not be invisible anymore. Okay, look. I can go crawl through the cracks as if I'm an ant, a little teeny tiny little insect, and see if there's anything that can be done on the other side. But I can't see anything. Oh, wait. If there's a space big enough, I can cast light. Never mind. Okay, yeah, so I am going to polymorph myself into an ant after I
Awesome.
get over to that space.
Okay.
No, otherwise it'll take you 100 years.
Yeah,
to
please
get
do it
there.
after you get there. It'll take forever to get there otherwise.
Oh.
Okay, so I am going to polymorph myself into an ant now that I'm at that doorway, because and I
Okay.
am going to crawl along the outer edge crack of these
Okay.
blocks that were placed there, where you said earlier there was plants growing through
There-
roots and such.
Yep, there are some
I'm gonna
little cracks in
follow
there.
along.
You can definitely. Absolutely.
I'm going to follow
Okay.
along that and see what's on the other side.
Okay.
I would have said try to hold the light to Chariot. Try to hold the light up to the crack so I can see maybe.
And
Yeah.
Okay. As you You make your way through there. You get right to the edge of where the stone ends, and then you've got the room that you can see into. You cast light, and how much light does that spell produce? What's its brightness range again?
Hold on one second. Let me.
Normal light
Light
spell is 30 and
spell.
30, I think. Is it?
Range
I
is
think it
60
is too.
yards.
Okay.
Yeah, 30 and 30.
Sorry, area of
60
effect
yards.
is 20
Yeah,
feet
it's-
radius.
Yeah. Okay. So you get there, you cast this spell, and the light comes up, and in the area you're in, inside here, you get very bright light inside the stone. You can see all the little cracks in the stone, the path you came through, and going outward into the room, it extends for about 6 feet of very dim light.
I am going to shout from my side of the wall. Do you guys want me to look further, or do you want me to attempt to break down this wall?
So you're now back in pixie form, yeah? Because obviously to cast light.
I am now back in pixie form, yes, once I got on the other side of the wall so that I could cast
I'm
the
like,
spell.
Okay.
light.
Okay. If you're trying to go all the way into the room, okay, you had stopped and cast light. As you try to move out of the stonework into the room, you move forward, and then suddenly you feel as if something is pulling you back.
You've hit the damn
Now
boundary.
you can push. You've reached the edge of the world map. You can push more if you want to, but at the moment you cannot proceed further without making an effort.
I'm going to look for a secret like lever or something that could be like a secret door latch somewhere.
Okay. You had already checked for traps. I don't want you to waste a roll. I would have told you if there was from that. You do not find anything.
Okay.
Give me your crowbar.
DM.
Yes.
I am going to attempt to polymorph into a large animal like a bear or something to
You
see
are
if it allows me
inside
to-
this. You are inside
Oh,
this
I am
crack.
inside the crack.
Yeah, you are still inside the stone. You're right at the edge of it. It's close. I should do it this way because you can't see what I'm doing. I
I'm
can.
basically
You are
pressed up
right at the
against-
edge of it. Yeah,
I'm
you're
pressed
like
up
right
against-
up against whatever this barrier is.
No, I'm going to attempt to push my way through the barrier.
Give me a strength check, please.
Oh, yay.
You push against this, and as you do, it almost feels like there's something around your waist. And how do you wear that bag that you have? Is it attached to your belt, or is it like the strap over your shoulder, or how are you carrying it?
Yes, the one around the one my teacher gave me is attached to my belt.
Okay, so you feel as though something has just grabbed and pulled. Also, you have that orb you took from
No, I gave
Chariot,
it back
or did you
to
give it
Chariot
back?
before-
Okay.
I gave it
All
back
right.
to Chariot
What-
when I went through the wall.
Okay. I think everything else you have is in your bag that is of a magical nature. Is that correct? Or do you have anything else that would be in your hands or held another way?
No, it's in my if I have anything magical, it would be that bag, and that's it. I don't think I have anything else magical on me.
A
Okay.
ring.
So yeah, you just
No, my ring's
just
not
keep
Her
magical.
ring's
feeling
not
that-
magic.
No,
It's just
but
pretty.
she was using the ring.
I have it.
the
Oh, you have
signet
it.
ring. But I thought she put it back in the bag. So either way. Okay. So yeah, you just feel that pulling on it. And because I've said this, obviously, as you're trying to push through, you feel like it's something about that bag that's not letting you pass through. Because even though you're polymorphed, it's still on you.
Can they hear me through the wall?
Well, you're an ant, so
Can you speak as you're polymorphed?
not as an ant.
It's a
No,
very
I thought
small voice. You have to
I-
listen carefully.
No, I thought I polymorphed back into myself to cast the
Not
light.
in that crack, or you're dead.
Oh wait, I
You're
don't
in the
have to.
crack.
Never mind, then I am still the ant. No, I guess not. I am going to turn back around and go right back through.
Okay. All right.
Light is still in the room. I don't know if people can see it through the cracks.
Yeah, you guys probably see the light emanating through whatever cracks you can that comes back this way.
Once I'm back through the wall, I'm going to say, okay, so it looks like there's possibly a way out on this side of the wall, but it feels like magic might not be able to pass through the wall. So we have to get rid of this wall.
Can't you dispel it?
No.
Oh.
Wait.
Oh.
Oh, you're right. I can do something. Give me a second. I am going to, I think I can dispel this, and I'm going to attempt to dispel it with my single use dispel magic thing. So what I'm going to do is I am going to let me see.
I made a macro for that for you.
Yes. Let me go back into my spells.
So what level are you at the moment? Your
She's-
magic level?
Dispel magic's class is level 8 only. That's the highest it can go.
Yes, and it's one of my innate one use per day spell.
Right, but I need to know your level because that affects your
My
the
level is
possibility of you dispelling
4.
anything. So you're
No,
level 4.
She's classed as an 8th level mage for determining dispel magic.
Thank you.
That's the pixie thing.
And I am specifically targeting the wall.
Mhm. All right. Go ahead and, oh, did you already roll it? I'm sorry. I wasn't
did.
even looking over there, so that works very well. I'm afraid that does not work.
So close.
Okay. Nope.
Wow, it looks like we're fighting.
I am
Give me a crowbar.
I'm
Hey.
going to take off my belt, shove it inside one of my bags, take off my bags, hand them to Chariot. Hold these.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn back into the ant, crawl right through the wall, and see if I can get through.
Okay. All right. You make it to the other side and pop through, and you're through to the other side.
Okay. I am going to yell through the wall. Hey, I can get through now. Magic definitely can't get through this wall, but I'm gonna try to change into something that can maybe push the wall from this side if you want to try to do something on that side.
We hear her.
I'm by the
I'm
door,
going to say
probably
yes,
not.
just because I don't want to be here forever trying to figure this out. So you hear a very muffled voice, but you can hear her. How's that?
What do you see?
Darkness? But a path?
I mean, you can see a little bit around you because the light spell's still active. So you're getting that
Yes.
5 foot of dim light in here. So right in front of you, you can basically see this limestone brick wall.
Mhm.
Off to the sides of it, you can see it is also has iron on this side. So it's like iron on both sides, bolted into the side walls. You can make out a little bit around it. Whereas the other side, again, had this nice fancy architecture, very ornate. This side retains some of that, but it's also been repaired. That's about all you can tell from where you're standing, though, in this light.
Okay. I'm going to repeat that back to them. Not word for word because, time. But then I'm going to polymorph into my bear shape. And then I'm going to start hitting on the wall, reminiscent of the mother from Brave, pushing the other bear into the wall at the end of the movie. Sorry for spoilers.
So this is, you're casting a polymorph on yourself to
Yes.
become a bear.
Yes.
I'm going to say you have a 50-50 chance of this working the way you expect. So please, let's do the D100, and you want below 50.
That's a 56. Oh, wait. Okay, I've got a D6.
Oh, God.
Can
All
I
right,
roll
come
the
on.
D6? And that's a 6. Fuck yeah.
Snatching victory from the jaws of defeat. You start to change into this, and you begin to grow, and suddenly you feel this weird kind of pull back, and you resist against it, and just pop. You pop into this shape. Not quite the bear you were expecting, more of a teddy bear style than the big arching creature, but you're good.
I'm trying to break the wall down from this side.
Okay. Give me a strength check.
What's the bear's strength?
Hold on 1 second. I got to get to that. Okay.
Yeah, I gave all that stuff in a sheet. So
1 second. The bear's strength is, according to this, 18/50.
Oh, okay. So we're not using the 50, so I don't know what that would be, like a
That's how
19
it
or
was
something.
handed to me.
Yeah. Well, the way that old AD&D works was 18, and then like
plus.
depending on where you were, it could have been 99, which is godlike.
Right.
Like so,
Mm,
50
yeah.
is extremely 18/50 is extremely strong. Like it could
Right,
be
but
like
even
a 20 or
1850
something.
would be less than a 19.
Yeah, but yeah.
So-
Was there
Because
19?
it's
There
like
was, wasn't there?
degrees of approaching
Yeah.
19,
Yeah, good point.
as
yeah.
I understood it. But
Okay, so I
maybe
rolled
my
my
interpretation.
which was 11
Thank you.
of 7, but I think in this case I need to just roll a d20 then.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense. Because your strength
So your
isn't
bear's
the bear's strength.
Your bear strength is 18. I'm taking into consideration the /50. You said /50, so I've got that. Go ahead and roll me a strength.
I rolled a 10 off a d20.
Okay. You push on this, and you may be able to push on the stone, but remember, there's iron reinforcing on both sides of this. This thing is very well studded into there, and just shoving and pushing on it, you can, tell there's a little bit of rebound in it. I mean, you've got a lot of strength, but you're not just going to be able to shove this out of the way. This has so much reinforcement around it. You would have to rip each one of those iron bars loose and then worry about breaking out the individual limestone blocks. So doing that with bare hands isn't going to be easy.
Listen, you can have this map or you can have puns. You cannot have both.
Why not?
Says
Oh,
who?
my coffee.
Don't challenge
You're just gonna
me.
have to
You don't
bear it.
have any.
You're just gonna have to bear with
And
it.
Here, it is the fields in which my fucks are grown, and lo,
Yeah.
it's barren.
You know what? That's me. That's me. Hi, how you doing? Hi, you described my portrait.
Fallow have been my fields for many years. Not a fuck was grown here.
See, I do the opposite.
Meanwhile-
This is the field where my fucks are planted. You'll notice
Meanwhile-
it's bountiful,
Okay,
but I choose who gets them.
I can play this song on ukulele and sing it. You better stop now because I'm about to go grab it.
Do it.
Anyway,
I dare you.
back at the I know you do. Back at the door side. The spider has apparently caught sense that something's going on. It's like there's noise or light or speaking or something inherent noise that is drawing its attention, and it moves into the room toward the door.
Do we get any sense from Tyrig that this is going on?
That's up to Tyrig.
I don't give a shit. No, I will. Yeah, it's gonna be a surprise. It's your birthday. No, I'll say you're making. And I'll say just like casually because I don't know if they can hear me or not, and he doesn't seem to care much either. Be like, well, I don't know. You're definitely making friends, and then I will turn to Gil. Now, is it watching this thing? Is it beelining like right towards us? Like I know where you are. And is it skittering hurriedly or is it just like kind of walking meanderly?
It is slowly moving your way at the moment, kind of like stalking, maybe trying to.
Okay, I was about to say, with my animal lore, can I tell whether it's stalking us or if it's running or if it's moving with haste?
Something is attracting it your way. It has not identified its prey yet.
Okay, then instead of telling Gil to shoot it, I will turn around and say, you guys might want to get ready.
I have.
There's at least one. Do I see any others in the doorway that have moved forward behind it?
Not at the moment.
I have. Hold up. We might be able to avoid a fight. I have an idea. And if I will move so I can at least, like, I know it's dark, but I want to point in the direction of the way we came, like down that hallway. Like I imagine I at least have a direction sense, even if I can't see it directly.
Is Gil's head still glowing? Then there's
I
light.
don't think anybody turned it off.
Lasts.
Just to be clear. Just to be clear, Ulfgar.
Well, how long does it last? Because obviously I was searching around the room for 20
That's
minutes.
fine. But I want to try something just because I still have a little bit of inherent magic left. I have two one a day spells that I can use from being first level. And I want to point down that way. And the squares are feet, correct? Are like 5 feet squares?
Yeah.
Okay, so I believe if we're doing general yards to like feet to yards conversion, I have 180 yard or feet range for ventriloquism.
It's going to work. Okay.
I want to make down the hallway we came the sounds of crying spiders. I imagine having been in the forest, I've probably encountered what baby spiders, like the sounds of like chittering and like fear down that hallway. And hopefully this is like a mama spider that is afraid, like fearful for her children.
Or is hungry and will eat those children.
Or sorry, not
sounds.
a ventriloquism, audible glamour. That is the correct, audible glamour is the correct spell. But
I'm just like, I'm trying to think through this, and I'm sorry,
Yeah,
my biology classes are killing me here.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
I'm trying to think, is there any kind of spider that has any sort of...
Well, I'm just thinking big spider, they do make some sort of noise. I want the noise to be more concerning to this spider than anything going on in this room.
Okay.
That is the goal.
All right. If we were in one of those more modern versions of this wonderful game, I'd be asking you to do a performance at the moment for whatever sound this is going to be convincing. There's no doubt you can make the sound.
Mm-hmm.
Pull it off with charisma.
That's fun.
Also, who cast the light spell on Gil's head?
I did.
And you were third level at the time, yeah?
But that was the second spell I cast. So I don't know if it would go off now that I don't technically have another first level spell. My first spell cast was the awareness spell. I don't remember what it's called.
Light would have lasted for 30 minutes, so it might still be.
The light would have been gone then by now.
Yeah, it's probably vanished by now. I was thinking he had an hour.
One turn a level, which is 10 minutes a level.
So you said
that's fine.
Sorry,
you are now in the dark.
Okay, like I said, I just need the direction.
And sure, it's like, yep.
Sorry, attribute tab is not opening. Give me 1 sec. You said a charisma check?
Yeah.
Well, This is probably not going to work, but we'll see if it'll let me click on it. Oh,
Yes.
All right. You
can't
make
hit
this
shit,
noise.
but I can make spider noises.
Yeah, there you go. Spider
make
noises.
this-
Spider noise.
You make this noise and the spider stops. And its human-like face turns. And it slightly turns its body. What happens next is going to determine what the spider does. You've definitely made a noise to distract it, but there was also enough here that it thinks there's prey. So you guys tell me what's going on in the room and we'll go from there.
If I like Ulfgar is doing this, hopefully like one of my compatriots would try and get the others to shut the hell up.
Yeah, we probably
I'm
can't
watching the
see
door.
what's
I
going
don't
on.
know. Yeah, I'm watching the door.
I see Gil turning around going, everybody, quiet.
Shut up.
Don't anybody
Quiet.
making loud sounds. Ring the bell first to get their attention. Don't
Right,
anybody.
right.
Ulfgar starts
Ulfgar
crying.
says nobody's supposed to be making any sounds right about now on account of he's trying to trick the spider so it doesn't know we're here.
Okay. What are you guys, what's really happening here?
I think that-
Before I take that.
Yeah, we're right at the back of the room, so we obviously don't know what's going on at the front, but
You're 80 feet away. That's actually on the map. Very kind in terms of speaking. Not so good.
yeah.
Quit criticizing my
I'm not. I'm
like your
saying that wasn't even a. I
You're gonna
wasn't
get
even
us
being
killed.
critical of the map. I'm saying when you look at the map with these icons and stuff on them,
yeah.
it, you know,
Obviously,
fuck me.
Help me out,
I'm
guys.
obviously
It
trying to
is-
listen to Hemorna, what
It
she's
is to
saying.
scale. It's 80 feet. So, you know.
I know.
Yeah. Obviously, we're trying to listen to what Hemorna's saying, and we're trying to sort of talk back.
Okay. Which means you're having to raise your voices because she's on the other side of this stone wall.
I am
If I can hear him
very,
still talking, I'm going to slowly.
I am very observant though, so if I notice that the others have quietened down, then I'll look around.
We're quiet to start with. I mean,
Gil, if you're trying to make your way across 80 feet in this very short period of time, I think you're going to have to.
I don't think I'm
kind of
trying to run
hustle.
all that distance. I'm just trying to move my way towards them slowly so I don't make a bunch of noise. I'm doing this.
I'll give Sherry a nudge. We gotta be quiet.
Well, in that case, why don't you give me a dexterity check, Gil? And what kind of armor are you wearing at the moment?
Chain.
Okay, you're in chainmail and you're on a floor that I already said has a
Am I
problem.
right?
So I'm going to give
Hold on
you
1 second. Let me
a
verify that. Yes, it is
penalty
chain.
of 5 on your roll. So
Very good.
Don't.
No. As a matter of fact.
Gil's making his
Wouldn't
way
happen to be a
quietly
save,
across,
would it?
but there's no light in here. And the floor is uneven, and unfortunately, he reaches a point, trips just a little bit, makes some jangling noise. Now we get to determine, does the spider hear it?
No,
And I'm
no, it
rolling this
doesn't.
one just because I've got my dice here.
It doesn't hear us.
The spider looks back towards your way for a moment and then takes off down the hall.
Oh, thank God. Yes.
What are you doing down there, Gil?
Well, I thought that the ground might have got lonely, and so wanted to give it a hug.
I'm going to.
so it skittered away, and immediately we're like, "I'm hugging the ground."
You're going to have the equivalent of 3 rounds of activity to do something before the spider recognizes hey,
I was
there's nothing
bamboozled.
here, and goes back after
That the
its
spider
cover.
babies, yeah.
So, all right. So, what do you want to do?
I beckon like
Close the damn door.
no, I beckon Ulfgar over. Jeff, do you know anything about magic for this?
No. I mean, straight up, no.
It's some
Where are you
sort of
guys
door.
meeting? I'm looking at them.
Yeah, I would say like I guess we have 3 rounds, so that's not a ton of time. Like,
Yeah, you'd have to move. One of you has to move, talk, and then it would take the other one time to get back to where they were.
yeah.
Well,
Because we get 3 turns here essentially to do what we're
I
doing.
can get to him in, well, no, I couldn't with half movement.
If we don't want to make a shit ton of noise, yeah, we got to move stealthily. It's going to be 2 turns just to meet up,
Right.
get information, move back. That's 2 of the turns. That's 2 of our rounds gone.
look, so what's out there?
Spider.
Look, we can't get through this. This is a door. Hermona's on the other side of the door. She managed to. Anyway, she does what she does and goes through the door. There's something behind it, but she can't. But she's struggling to do something, but we don't know what. So if we're gonna kill this spider, we're gonna have to ambush it. If there's no other, I can't see any way out of this room.
DM.
Hey, Ulfgar.
Are you doing this towards like where we are, or did he go all the way to you?
I probably would have. I would have made it like here.
Yeah, I would have met you halfway because obviously you can't see. I would have seen you struggling to come over.
I mean, DM, could you remind me how did so with the door? Is it like oriented out toward, like, is the bottom half like into the chamber, or
The doors would have opened outward into the other chamber.
So is it possible, like, say the spider we take too long and the spider comes back, I could push the door enough to just land and splat the spider?
I mean, if you can break it loose and it doesn't fall to pieces, I think it's a brilliant plan.
I just need to know if I'm closing the door or if we need to find another way out. Because if the spider comes back, which my spell won't last that long, we need to make a decision fast.
Well, you're making a decision in the middle of the room. Me and Gil, I don't think. Well, Gil's still out there, I guess. I don't know what you're doing, so I can't assist you.
I'm talking, yeah, ask Raven, like, are we staying here or are we leaving?
Well, Hermona's on the other side of the wall right now, so we can't leave without her. But we're out of resources. Obviously, my sister, she hasn't got no spells. We need somewhere to rest, which is why I thought it'd be a good idea in here. But we can't rest if we've got that spiders or whatever else is coming. I don't know what this thing is, but my sister wants to use a crowbar to break it open. But we don't know if it's going to fire off an explosive spell and kill everyone. We don't know what it is.
Well, that's why you guys do your thing and let me do my stupid thing.
My thing's a
That
stupid
way-
thing with a crowbar, not you.
What are you doing with the crowbar?
I'm not
I'm
giving
the one
it
with the
to
crowbar.
you.
I'm going to start clawing at it and see if I can, like, pry it loose.
So if we're going to fight, we need to do it on our terms.
I'm not fighting a damn spider. Loose this damn trap spell on it. I played Yu-Gi-Oh! I know how this works.
2 rounds left to figure out what you're doing.
Yeah.
That's 2 minutes.
What do I have? What do I have? What do I have? I had 1 left.
If it's going to come back this way, maybe we can sort of close the door slightly so it's got to struggle to get through. And we hacked the shit out of it.
Fine. I'm gonna go. We're gonna close the door some, make it difficult if the spider comes this way, and hopefully that gives us a better shot to whatever comes this way. We have some advantage with it trying to fit through the door. If I don't break the door trying to close it.
What was
That
my
work
last
for-
spell, Jade?
You've got second level spells.
Does it read? A second
No.
level?
You've got
Terry, does that work for you? Or do you have another idea?
Are you back over near me?
Yeah, I would have taken.
Uh,
I relayed what I
you-
said to like Raven, and it's like they're
okay.
gonna try. And
That's why I
figure-
was like, I didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead and do that. I'll back
Okay.
away. And if it goes bad, then I'll do my best to jump back in.
Fantastic. I'm assuming I can use open door to close door.
Say again?
Sure.
it's
Like
right.
the open door roll on the strengths ability.
I think that's a heck of a thing to try. So I'll say that's a good way to test it.
Yep. I looks like I passed.
All right. You pull on this and you're able to close the gap back down a bit. There is still a gap there, but your size won't fit through it anymore.
Right.
I'm going to say a halfling could probably fit through it.
Okay.
But that's
If
as much as
someone-
you're going to be able to do with how intact the door is. and
Hypothetically, could like Ravenin and Chariot like sprawl through, like get on the ground and crawl through?
stuff. Probably sideways. Yeah.
Just trying to get a sense of like.
Yep.
Okay. This is our plan. We have to commit to it now.
Now, I'm hoping that this all goes really well and everybody gets to go home and have a nice meal.
All right.
Just-
Last set of actions. What else is happening in the room? The door's been
I'm
closed
moving.
a
Where
little
do you
bit.
need me to move to make this happen?
What direction could you maybe like indicate on here, like what how someone would need to be able to enter through, like just a line on the pathway from out in the chamber into. I'd want Terry.
No, because I drew a rectangle instead. Just a moment.
Yeah, if it was coming in, it came in here. And it was
Now I
about
can't
right
even
here.
draw a line. Yeah.
Well,
See,
are you
and
gonna
I knew
do
we
it
shouldn't have done
freehand,
that.
or are you going to
No,
use the
it would
line
be
tool?
coming in
Because
this
if you're
way. It would-
using the
so-
line tool. Is it
so
really
it could-
creation?
It could come in anywhere, like within this range right here. You know.
Well, I just mean like the angle of entry with this door closed now, like
You know what
partially
helps if I'm
closed.
drawing
I
on
just
the
want.
right-
Oh, yeah,
I want
that's
Terry. I just want Terry positioned where Tierig would be the first thing it encountered when it got in, if and when it got in.
Yep. There you go.
So yeah, Tierig would be like here, yeah.
Oh, right here. Got it.
Yeah.
All
I'll
right.
be-
I've moved. I'm now still in a defensive stance. I'm still using parry to increase my AC. I'm there. I'm yummy morsel. Look at me.
And I'll get in a flanking position.
I'll have my crossbow ready, aiming over the top of Tierig.
And I'll say, you guys try and figure out your thing. We will defend the door. I will shout it. Because at this point it doesn't matter, fuck it. We know.
And we open the other door, and there's 5 spiders over there.
Drums.
I mean,
drums and
nope.
teeth.
Chariot?
I'm waiting for Tam.
I'm waiting to hear what anybody else is doing. So,
I'm sorry. I'm sending you a message.
oh, sorry.
Um, while they're all doing that, I'm going to use my teeth and my claws. I guess I'm gonna bite one of the iron bars and pull my claw behind it and attempt to pull it loose of whatever is holding it in place, and do that to try to open up the doorways.
Okay, so
where-
there are going to, there's going to be 2 of these bars across it, one towards the top, one towards the bottom.
I'm gonna do the bottom one
Okay.
first because lower
Okay. And-
center of gravity works better.
Okay, so this bar is there. It's bolted into the wall on either side, and then there's a bolt into each stone piece. Okay, so that's 4 bolts that'll have to be pulled loose. Whichever side you start on doesn't matter. Whichever one. Each one of them is going to be a separate strength roll.
That's fine.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool. Awesome. Let's have it. Let's have a strength roll.
All right. D20.
I sent you a message in Zoom, Tam.
Well, that
Oh,
one
a
failed.
nat. It's a nat. It's a perfect. A nat. It's a nat, not 20. Because the 1 is better. So
Nat
it's a nat. It's a
one.
nat good. It's a nat good.
Depends what she's trying to do.
She's trying. I
It
think
was a
she's trying to
strength-
rip
it was
out
a
the
strength
support.
check. Give me just a
Mhm.
second.
Well, at least it's not a natural light.
I don't want to hear about natural light.
You're number 1. You're number 1.
All right, Ramona, you pull on this and yank on it and get it loose, and you get the bolt, just the rusty old thing, just enough, and you're able to snap one of them out of the wall.
Sweet. I move over to the next one.
Okay.
And that's an 8.
What's she doing?
Well, I'm gonna have to hold you up on that. So that was 1 turn there. We've got to be back to everybody in the other room. So we'll get back to yours in
Perfect.
a moment. Hold that roll because that was a success, but we'll get to it in time.
Yep.
All right. Back on the other side, just before the spider comes back into the room. Chariot, was there anything you were doing? Because you asked me a question.
Yes, I'm going to cast Identify on the plaques. That looked like that's terrible.
Okay.
That was
What
a
does-
terrible
and-
symbol.
And what are you trying to get out of this identify spell usage?
I am trying to understand what kind of protective spells have been placed on this, and if there's like can I take these things off the wall without triggering any kind of trap?
Boom.
Yeah,
Boom,
a
boom.
boom. Or if it does have a boom.
Takes an hour to cast, I
So-
believe.
Well, I was going to say, first off, do you have a pearl?
She's cast
100
she's
gold
cast
pieces.
this before, so she must have.
Okay, she has. Okay, I couldn't
Yeah.
remember. That's why I'm asking. So, all right. Yep, it takes 10 minutes to cast.
Oh, is it 10 minutes?
Yes.
10 minutes.
Okay.
I'm looking for it. I'm just trying to rush through it. So and it works on 1 item per level.
Yep.
The duration
And you're casting this
lasts 1 round a
as a
level.
first level spell, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So we will come back to you once we get a little bit further into it. We're not in initiative, so I'll just judge the time, and then I'll have you roll for it because I don't want to have you roll and then forget and all that before we get there. So, all right, back at the door.
I'll head over there. Knowing that she's busy.
All right. The spider is going to make its way in through the door. And this time, when it comes back in, it has company.
Of course.
Of course. Let me see if I can get the token over here where it's supposed to be. The second one's not as sure as it's coming in the other one, but the first one starts making its way over. And before we enter initiative, which I don't know if you're going to attack and start that yet, what would you like to do?
I will take the defensive stance again. I will speak incredibly low to the mother and say, "There is a second spider."
What are the other 2 going to do? They can't see.
Well,
Do we have a lantern?
I've got a bag with 10 torches.
If you're gonna fight, you may need to light one.
Well, I don't have anything to light it. The morning explained to me that you need something like a flint or a steel, and I never really
might-
understood that before. So
Can I take a bonus action and light the I'm gonna do something different. Can I take a bonus action of lighting a lantern and still take the defensive, or is that too much?
You've got time before it gets there. We're not in initiative, so if that's something you want to do, I think that's perfectly fine.
Looking at the spiders, I'm gonna see Gil, Wolfgar, and Ravenin, and I'll go, well, guys, you ever hear a dinner bell? Dinner bells are good, right? I'm gonna take the
Bell?
my flint out. I'm gonna pull back my my cloak a little bit and light the lantern that hangs from my belt, and then put the cloak like lightly beside it, so the light is all forward, so they can see, but it would still be dark behind me. And then
Okay.
he's gonna do that.
Interesting.
I'm gonna put the shield in front of me, with the cloak falling over my elbow, so it's the light again is there, stopped, and it sees me, and I'm just gonna say, "Ding ding."
And I will hide in shadows.
All right.
Meat's back on the menu, boys.
And I helped.
It seems to me like this is a really good time to roll initiative, although somebody already has. So let me clear that. I think that was from the previous time. All right, let's roll initiative, folks.
I have no
And
initiative.
face spider.
I'm taking the defensive action, so I have no initiative because I have no action.
Mhm. Okay.
I have to look up parry again and find out exactly how much that gives me.
For some reason, Raven and yours did not show
Yeah, I'm
up.
just doing
on
it
the
again. There you go.
thing. And you were a 4,
4.
I believe. Yeah. All right. All right.
Question for you, Tam. The parrying.
Hold on, Hamorna, you're
which
in
I'm-
another. Hold on, Hamorna, you're in another room, so you can't participate in this one.
Okay,
Okay.
because I thought I was still going by rounds to take care of things.
Oh, you know what? You're right. Put it back in. I'm an idiot, and I'll put it back to 1. You're right. And Jill, go ahead and put yours in too. Let's do that the right way. I was counting it in my head. Why do that?
Because it gives you the
Oh, it gave me
opportunity
a
to
1
miss
again.
the turn.
That is amazing.
Hacks.
What were you saying, Dwarf?
So the parry rules in this game is basically it's your level halved plus addition to your AC. But when you're an odd number, is it a round up or a round down, Tam?
Let's whichever's beneficial.
I don't know if this would ever be beneficial to round down, but round up. Okay,
Tackle.
so
There
With the-
are times because sometimes you want rolls below and not above, so rounding down could be beneficial.
okay. Okay, so then as a warrior, I add an additional +1 that makes my AC currently a 24 while I'm doing the defensive action.
Sweet.
Excellent. Awesome. Love it. All right. So with that, Hamorna, you get the yank on that. And we already rolled. You got an 8, so you get the second one out. So you've got 2 of them out on that first bar.
Mhm. Thank you.
The spider is going to just start to move, and it's going to make it not enlarge. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to be scary.
I was about to say, what the
It's going to make it over here to the door, and it's going to look in, and you get this view of this human-like head with mandibles on it. that looks through, looks at the light, sees you, begins to reach one leg forward and shimmers and vanishes. The
Okay.
second spider, having seen the other one move over that direction, is going to move into the room as well. And with that, I do believe Raven, and you're up.
I look around to see where it disappeared. Do I see it disappear like that?
Where you're at, I think you could see it. Absolutely.
So seeing it
You could
just
see it, not see it.
suddenly disappear.
Just suddenly waver and shift.
Oh, so it's still actually there, yeah?
I don't know if you can actually see it once it shifts because it's on a different plane. Let me pull up the manual because I don't have the book open. Oh, come on. Search, page down, page up, page down, page up. Okay, nope, you cannot see it.
I just staying where I am and holding an action to when if it does come in the room. Obviously, I've got realistically none of us know what this creature is, so I am just going to hold my action for when I do
Okay.
get a chance to strike it.
Makes perfect sense. Chariot, you were going to cast Identify and see if you could make anything out of this series of glyphs that are ahead of you. And let me get back. I had set up your roll and then I scrolled. So what's your intelligence?
19.
19.
But that's not
Honestly.
Chael's level of intelligent.
Yeah.
Mine's about a 9.
Yep.
Bit generous.
Hey!
Here's the thing. You're going to have you have such a slim chance of failure on this, but there is a chance. Okay? So I need you to roll a D100
Oh,
and you
God.
want to roll less than 100. 99 or lower is great, but if you hit 100, you don't get the full benefit of your try.
All right, so it's R/D100.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's going to take you 10 rounds to cast it.
I'm
Yep.
scared to hit enter.
This is just the beginning. This is just the beginning of it,
Yep.
but we're good. All right. Gil.
You're
That-
supposed to
Wait,
hit
that didn't work.
/R. /R, not R/.
It divided your
Yes,
roll
that's
by
a
100. It
sublet.
worked. So
Can I see that?
Yoink.
I'm sorry, what?
Can I see that over there, that spider?
From where you're at, there's a little tiny hole, but I'm going to say yes, you can. You see the movement for sure
Well,
because there
You
is light
know-
being cast out there from Tyrig.
I bet I could do it. I bet I could. Wait, Tarek, watch this. All right, well, maybe don't watch that. I'm not sure where that one went.
Tyrig, you're here with this light standing ready, and all of a sudden this crossbow bow goes whoosh, right by your ear and clacks into the stonework.
Do you see where that one went? I want to pick it up later.
Yeah, I see, and I'm just kind of looking around, just going, and I'm kind of focusing on the one I can see now. I'll be like, I'll be ready for it to come back anywhere. Yeah, no, I know where your arrow is. We can get it back when we're done.
Where's the bolt?
Bolt, arrow, it's a shooty thing.
Ulfgar, you're
That's
up.
true.
Since I'm at the end of initiative, can I change my action without, you know, like having to wait again?
What are you wanting to do?
Since I can't see it, I want to take defensive action, similar defensive action as
Okay.
Tarek did.
And it'll okay. So it would put anything you would do on the next. And so what I'm going to do, you're on a defensive action. You will not take an action the next round because it would push you. You're making a change to your action. You're at the end of it, which would push you into the next round. So I'm going to push you.
Okay,
to
so
the end
I
of
would
that.
just lose a turn doing that rather than like moving. Oh, then
Right. You can still move, by the way, if you want to do that. I'll give you movement.
fine. You know what? I don't have anything else. I'll stay here and just take I'll lose a turn.
All right. Just hold your action and you'll move up earlier, just like Raven did on the next round.
Gotcha. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'll hold it then until
I'm
I have
cool
any
with
sense
that. I'm cool with that.
of
So,
okay. Any sense of where the thing is.
yeah. Initiative in this is so funky. That's why last time when we had the big battle going, I shifted it out of da back and forth and just went with group for everybody, and whoever rolled highest got the whole group. So, and we may do that this time if we want to. Once I get past having to track Chariot. Amorna, you are up. You've got 2 of those broken loose.
All right, I am going for the very next one on that bar. And that's a 6.
All right. You pull the next with the strength of great rolls here so far. All right. I should have hidden this guy. I didn't hide him. I apologize. That would have made it so much easier for everybody to know what was going on.
I couldn't see anything. What are you talking about? Undo whatever you did.
Showed you my spider. Please respond.
All right. So where he's at and what he's doing. This is going to be kind of hard to do where the token's at, but I'm going to do my best. Did he show up? Yeah. So he came and squeezed in through the hole, apparently, and crawled up the wall a bit and phases back in. And then he's going to get an attack off of that.
Yeah,
and
of course.
that attack is going to go towards Tirig, which does not do a darn thing. Tirig, Ravenin, you are up.
As it is in front of me, I attempt to stab the bitch.
There you go.
All right.
In panic. I'm not. Oh, crit! Crit with a backstab.
It's in front of you and facing you. I don't think you can backstab him in this situation.
Even though I'm coming from shadows.
Oh yeah, you were shadowed, weren't you?
Mm-hmm.
And there are plenty of those in here. Absolutely, you are correct.
He's always shadowed.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so
natural state.
Total damage on that's 21. Is
21,
that correct?
And does a 22 hit?
Yes, it does.
So total damage is 28.
That hits exactly on his HP.
What killed
Tell
it?
me what happens as you move forward. As you move forward and get this thing, tell me what happens.
As it crawls through and it's like creeps me out slightly, and I sort of freeze for a moment, like in sort of like a fear, sort of wonder. And as it sort of like he snaps out of it, he's just sort of like slides underneath. The first one stabs up into its head, and the second one sort of like slides down its abdomen.
As you stab upward into it, you lock eyes with the humanoid eyes on its face. It's got a humanoid face, but its eyes still have that multicellular look to it. Something uncanny about it as it stares at you. And then you just see as the life goes out of those eyes. It lets go of the wall, crumples its legs, curls together, and falls to the floor.
Kick it, burn it. I don't like that, and I move behind Tirig. Where's Tirig? Tirig's there due to his lamp, and use the shadows to hide myself.
Okay. The corpse is still there in the doorway, but it's obstructing the view of things coming in. So I'm going to move it out of the way. So, all right, Chariot, you are focusing on what you're doing.
Before we move on, go ahead, Gil.
Yes, there's a person, dance macabre or something like that. 1095. But it looks like they gave a potion. A potion.
Oh,
Right in the middle
wow.
of all of this. We could really use it.
So what am I looking at?
Right.
Redeemed a regular healing potion. Yeah, sorry, I was trying to find the commands for you.
Same. I was Googling commands. I was like, how does this work?
Thank you, Dance
Been too
Macabre.
long. Thank you.
Yes,
We're
thank
gonna
you.
need it.
Where'd the healing
Definitely
potion
need
come
that.
from?
From chat.
One of the
Gil
viewers-
pulled it out of his
Chat-
butt.
Also that.
So
I didn't
Pulled
have
it
to
out of
pull
his
it.
chat
It
So
hole.
fell out.
basically, what happened is Chelsea gave away some gold, and someone used it to purchase a potion. Very clever.
Not my intention, but that's okay because now this person is amazing.
They made a wise decision and an
They
investment.
did make a
in
wise
some
decision.
Fine,
They're the greatest.
well, I can't call us people, can I? Ah, shit.
Not really, no.
I'm partially
like
people.
sheep.
So did it go to somebody in particular, or did it?
It would go to whoever rolls the highest d20.
Oh,
Who looks the deadest? That's who it should go to.
oh, so
Oh,
I'll roll
boy,
a
that's a
d20
race
then,
to the
I guess.
bottom here.
And lowest is better. I'm sorry, Harmona. Oh shit.
D20.
There you go, dwarf.
Hey, dwarf.
No, obviously I was joking. Highest is better.
Yoink. Ooh.
Okay,
I
well,
was just
Hamorty
saying-
gets it.
I was saying that because I rolled a 5, and I was like, shit, it's got to be the lowest, the better.
Right, which is why it changed back when two other people rolled lower.
yeah.
Yeah, the second I rolled a 2, he's like, it's definitely not that
No.
anymore,
As soon as
guys.
I saw
You're
tins, I
right.
was like, no. I mean, highest.
Shit,
better.
don't worry.
Obviously, I was joking. It was highest.
It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. No, look, it's only cheating if you get caught.
Yeah.
Fair.
But
That
thank
is
you very
fair.
much, Dance Macabre.
Thank you.
Yep. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Morna, as you're pulling this bar off, you pull it loose, you fall backwards a little bit and go, hey, what's this? Ah, cool.
Nice.
Always pick up strange bottles in rooms. They've got to be adventure. All right.
Yes, drink this ancient healing potion. Fus from.
All right, Gil, it's up to you. The one that came into the room, Raven, and moved. You saw Raven. Sorry, go ahead.
Chariot. You were saying chariot before we decided to.
Oh, I
do-
said Chariot,
Oh,
where she's still casting, so we're moving past her. So we're up
got
to
it.
Gil.
Okay. Thank you.
I know it's unusual that I'm actually on task.
Hey, look,
But
you
I
didn't
am.
have enough coffee. Maybe these things are connected.
What are you trying to? Anyway, go ahead. What you talking about, Liz?
It's not an addiction if I stop when I want. I just don't want to stop. So
I don't.
That's
I
right.
don't want to. I, as I've said to my doctors, don't take away my last vice. This is the only one I've got left. All right,
Well,
cool.
that spider
Gil,
out
what you
there
gonna
is
do?
not going to be pleased because I just hit a 25 to hit that thing.
Good.
All
Get
right,
it.
you hit him. Roll some damage.
Let's see if we can put some hurt on him. 8.
All right.
There we go.
The bolt sails through, hits this thing. You can't see clearly through the light, but you see as it definitely made contact, and this thing curls a little bit, and it turns its head and lets out this noise. And Ulfgar.
Seemed angry.
Yeah, well, I don't like him either.
I'm going to. Oh, we're keeping initiative, correct?
Yeah, you're good. If there's anything you want to do, at
I'm
this
going to
point,
hold my
anything you're
action.
pretty clear.
Oh
Well,
shit! Hold on.
I'm going to hold my action in case other spider comes in.
Yes.
Okay. Very cool. Hemorna,
Let me-
you've got 3 of these things broken loose so far on one of the bars.
Yeah, and I am going for the last one on the bottom bar,
Okay.
and that's an 8.
Dadgum. All right. You've popped out the last, and this bar comes free and clatters to the ground.
Okay, does Chariot hear that on the other side?
That's going to be a rough one.
He's concentrating.
Yeah, I think she's concentrating on what she's doing. So I'm going to say no.
Okay. Thank you.
Don't kill me.
All right.
And nothing of value was lost that day.
Gil, I'm gonna. You know those fermenting balls I was making for you? Gone.
Well, as they
All
say,
of 'em.
easy come.
Just a moment. I'm clarifying movement here.
Do you mean it's easy?
All right. The creature
Only for
fades
you.
from sight. Maybe. I will say that again. Roll 20. The creature fades from sight. Thank you very much.
Fade away.
Oh.
Go to hell.
All right. Ravenin.
Again, hidden in shadows, waiting for anything to come out. I'm obviously expecting it to come
Okay.
through the door.
All right, Chariot, that's 4 rounds of you trying to get this thing going so far. Tirig, you've seen these things just appear. You've still got your light. You're still holding steady. Raven charges in, kills the thing. You've now got a corpse lying in front of you.
All right. Well, I mean, I'm just gonna. There's nothing here, so I'm just gonna take the defensive action again. Yeah, I'm just gonna take the parry again. Only this time
Okay.
I'm kind of like more facing. If you can see the ruler, I'm more facing this way. Like so, I step back so that
okay.
way I can actually defend myself a little bit with it. So it's
Okay.
like that. Basically,
Okay.
this is my like sphere of where I can block with the shield.
Okay. Okay. So that does kind of open up that gap a little bit.
A
Which,
little
I
bit,
mean,
yeah,
obviously
because I
wasn't
can't. Yeah. Well, last time it got completely by me, so I know it's pointless. You know.
Yeah.
Turns out, if you do
Alright.
something and it doesn't work, doing it more doesn't help.
Allegedly.
Yeah, I failed. Let
Right,
me
I know.
go harder into that paint.
All right. I know we're on crunch time because we've got a hard end today. That just sounded bad. Gil,
we?
you're up.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, can't see anything. Well, I know they're going to be a spider sometime, so I'm going to reload, and then I'm going to put my back against the wall. And I'm waiting for a
Excellent.
spider.
You're going to put your back against the row of shelves, just to be clear. So
Yes.
I'm sure some books crumble behind you, dust clumps up in the air.
In fact, when
Creates a
that
domino
happens,
effect,
I'm going to
knocking
do
him
it
over.
even more.
You just keep banging the wall
Yeah.
to see how much dust you can make.
Exactly right.
All right,
Then I can't
Ulfgar.
see.
Holding my mace action until I get a sense of where spider might be.
Okay. You know, you still have that watchfulness up, don't you?
I do. 5
Okay.
hours. Well, probably 4 now.
All right. I will keep that in mind. All right. Hemorna,
Yes.
one down.
All right. What was that?
One
One
down.
bar
You
down?
got one bar off. What's
Okay.
next?
You said the other one's across side to side above.
They're both. Yeah, there was one at the top and one at the bottom.
Okay. And I can definitely see outlines of the limestone blocks, correct?
Oh, absolutely.
I am going to first attempt to use my black bear self and shove at the one of the lower limestone bricks.
Okay. I will remind you, because you saw this from the outside, you had 2 bars on the inside. There were also 2 bars embedded into the wall on the outside.
Oh, that's right. Instead of pushing, I'm going to use my claws to try to pull one of the blocks out, because it's from what the way you described it, it's going to be are they like cinder blocks where they've got the holes in the center of the
They're very large.
limestones?
They're very large blocks. There's no holes in them. It's limestone. It's just a
Okay,
big line. It's like a 4x4x4 cube of limestone.
Right. Okay, so what climbing through that wall would have been a limestone block, the bar, limestone block, the bar, is what I'm assuming.
It would have been from the chariot side, it would have been bar, limestone, bar.
Got
If you were
it.
looking at it
I'm
that way.
still going
It's a limestone sandwich.
got it. Okay,
Ew.
that makes sense. I am going to attempt to pull one of the limestone blocks out from the bottom.
Okay.
Okay. Same roll.
First thing I'm going to have to see. I'm doubtful with limestone that you're going to really. I mean, you might be able to get a little bit of a grip somewhere, but I don't know how good of a grip. So I'm going to have you do a dex check first. So let me see what we got for a stat for that here for the bear, because I don't have the bear stat in front of me either.
Bear's dex is 10.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so roll a d20 again for the dex.
Yep.
Okay, that is a 4.
All right. So you get a grip on this,
Mm-hmm.
and let's have that strength check, and let's see if you're able to break any of this free.
And that's a 3.
Okay. You're able to get a grip on this, and you're able to pull on it and pull it. I'm going to treat this as an attack roll, okay, because you're trying to break this bond around it. I'm going to say that strength check on this is like a hit on that wall because you're pulling on it. And let's do some damage. Give me a damage roll.
Okay, so since I'm using both sets of claws, am I rolling a 1 d3 for each, or 1d6, or how would you like me to roll this?
You know what? Each claw gets its own damage. Go for it.
Okay, so
but each claw is going to get it. Therefore, each claw gets its own attack roll.
Right.
And how many claws are in each hand?
No. We're not going. Good try.
All right.
Excellent try, sir.
Let's see. Oh, my claw weapon information isn't there. Okay, so 1d. Okay, so it's a 1d3 per claw. R 2d3. Okay, so I'm gonna roll a 2d3.
Okay.
So that's a 2 and a 1, so a total of 3 damage.
All right. So you pull on this and you yank and pull back and forth, and you get a little bit of a crack along the mortar at the top. Not much damage at all.
Okay,
It's going to take a lot more
that's
pulling
fine.
on this. All right. Excellent. Oops. Moving back over here, a couple of things are going to happen. Actually, Tirig, you are no longer able to see clearly through the doorway, so we'll get back to that later. Hint, hint.
Yeah, no, it is what it is.
These things are quite large, so it is going to make its way through the door. It is going to reappear, and I think you are there visibly in the light. I think it is going, and you're going to draw that attention. So I'm just going to say it's you. I'm not even going to roll to see who it's got the most attention for. That is a very poor attack roll. It misses you horribly. And Ravenin, you're up for your swooping kill.
Well, it might not be a kill yet. But yes, comes from the thing again. This
I'm
time,
just planning ahead, you know.
yeah.
Didn't it already take 8 damage?
Yep.
Oh, for being shot. Not in fear of this time. Not questioning his abilities. I will sweep in for a 19 to hit.
That is a hit.
And backstab damage is actually good this time. And that's 18.
Okay.
Second attack was a 15.
That's also a hit.
And that was 6 damage, minimum damage.
All right.
So
And
24
you take
damage.
this one out too. Its curled up corpse falls to the ground on top of its brethren or sister.
2 hit points. If I had been hit by that, would have had left 2 hit points.
Of me hitting you.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's 2 hit points.
And that's me like, who needs the fighter?
All right. Very good.
Is there any more?
You're muted.
And
It was just as useful information when I was muted. No, so I don't see anything else out there.
well, you wouldn't because you don't have the angle, but yeah, I get what you're saying. So, all right.
You know, I was expecting these spiders to really be a lot worse somehow.
Oh well, just
too.
you're well. I mean, you say that, but they actually are quite dangerous. They have a venom that will, if they inject you, you will die.
Oh,
You know what spiders these are? They're weird. They got faces.
Is that
I-
something that can be extracted?
I keep a watch on the door. I'll see what I can get from them.
I don't know. Like, I forget if that's something Tyrik's proficient at. I more just
Yeah, no,
asking
he's
to-
got animal. Yeah, no, I have it. I have
he's
it.
been harvesting things the whole way, but I don't know about poison.
Sorry, I just forgot who was doing that.
I don't know about the
All right,
poisons or
Chariot,
whatnot,
we
though.
pass your 5th round working on this. I'm going to move the spider out of the doorway once again because it's just taking up space. Tirig, anything you would do at this point now that those 2 spiders are down?
If
you were
there's no more-
facing
if there's
the
no
other
more-
way.
I see no spiders. I see nothing. They are asking about what I can get from it, so I will harvest the spiders.
All right. Hold on to that. We'll roll it off because I don't want to spend time because we've only got a few minutes left in here and we'll handle that off screen.
Okay.
All right. Gil, anything you're about in this brief respite?
Well, I need to go and get that bolt that went way out in the middle of nowhere. So that would probably be on my list.
Actually, it would have come. The first one you fired crashed into the rocks near Tirig.
Oh, well, then,
So
yeah, all
it's
right. Then I'm
in
still
the
just
room.
there then.
Not to be that guy.
Yeah,
Can Gil fit through that space? Since he's not a halfling.
I don't think he would fit through it anyway. And the second bolt would be embedded in this creature.
Yeah, then it all works out. I just thought the first one went further out.
Excellent. All right. Ulfgar, anything you're up to at this moment?
I will, like I said, my goal is this door. Until we have an exit, I am focused on this door. Whether something's coming through the door, I need to adjust the door. Ulfgar is team door.
All right, very good. And that's an excellent thing, Ulfgar, because you pick up a sense of something not quite right. Well, Jerry, do you leave the corpses there, or do you drag them out of the way to do your?
Well, yeah, I would drag them out of the way, but if Ulfgar feels something, I would, or lets us know he feels something, I wouldn't be doing that.
He hasn't said it. He hasn't said it to you yet. So
Okay.
you would have pulled
Like,
these out of the way, and you're working on those. Your attention is focused
Once I
there.
felt it, I would have, being that I've just
Right.
heard it.
Yep.
Hold on.
But you said something about approaching and taking a look because you got this weird feeling. So you look out the doorway and you see two of these figures that not quite corporeal creatures. You know these well because they hurt you bad.
Shadows are back.
And
Shadows are back.
They are just outside the doorway. All right. Hamorna.
I am keeping the same grip I had on the brick, and I am pulling it again.
You're going to pull again. Okay, I'm going to need the dex check because that's making sure you can keep the grip on it. So do that first.
Okay. Dex. That's a 17 out of 16. Okay.
What kind of bear are you? Are you like a brown bear or?
Oh no, black bear. I'm sorry. I rolled my dex, not the bear's dex. The bear's dex is a 10.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the black bear.
Yep.
So I rolled the wrong thing. Do you want me to re-roll?
No, I mean you'd have gotten it anyway. You're good. You keep a grip on it.
Okay, I keep a grip on it.
Checking. I'm looking up some stuff on. I want to change this to an attack roll for this.
Okay.
All right. So go ahead and let's roll an attack. If you want, you can. I don't know how the screen's set up for you. We probably need to set up a different attack roll for each of your creatures on here. So just roll me a d20, and your bonus is a +3 for this while you're a bear.
D20. It's a 9, yep. And then am I adding 3 or subtracting 3? Adding 3.
Adding 3, because for this we do the ascending. So you're adding 3. I will tell you that is absolutely a hit on this. So go ahead and let's do your damage for the claw, one claw.
For one claw,
and then you can roll up for the other one.
3. That's a 3. 3. And that's a 3. Both crits.
All right. So we got 6 points of damage against this wall. The mortar cracks a little bit more, but you're not really getting any pull on this as you're trying to kind of wiggle it and break it free. Definitely getting some motion, but it's still very much tightly in place. But you're making progress.
Okay.
All right. The creatures from outside. Dadgummit, it won't let me select both of them. Sorry, it's been roll 20-ish. Yeah. Dadgummit, I'm just going to move one at a time. It's really making me mad. They're going to move in, and you are going to see as they begin to emerge from the wall nearby. And I think we're at time. So I think what we'll do here, they've just moved. You guys are seeing them as they begin to emerge from the wall, and we will pick up next time with Raven's round on this. All right.
Damn.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for
right.
watching, guys. No Dark Sun tomorrow, and we'll be back next week.
Woohoo.
Yeah, we'll be back next week.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, but
All right. May
thank
the
you
wraith
very
be
much.
with you. Something
Yeah,
like that.
may the wraith be with you. But thanks for the subs. Thanks for obviously using your gold and stuff like that. Much appreciated. I'm going to look into that system to see if I can better it for you as well. So maybe refresh it somewhat. Again, thank you very much, guys, and see you next week.
Same bat time.
Thanks, everybody.
Same
Bye.
bat channel.
Bye.
Same bat